don't remember nothing
John
about it.
Singleton had a
No,
video
no,
game just like
Real
he
talk.
just.
I
no,
remember nothing
no. Hold
about
on.
even there being talk of there
No,
being
there
a
was
video
talk.
game
There
of
was
that.
actually
Yeah, he's
like
right.
it had what?
No, it said you're right. EGM had an article
Yeah,
about it.
EGM had an article about the video game he was in. Dude, the whole thing. I swear that nigga has not got. That nigga never did get off of, Compton, East LA, West LA. Just
Nigga,
You know
that
what?
whole Bloods and Crips shit. Because that's what that whole game was about. Was just gangs.
oh, it was basically the
Of
prelude to what
course.
we got in San Andreas and later GTA 5.
You
Hmm.
know what? That's the thing that killed me though. You know how we always get on certain, like I know how like John Hughes, of course, is in Chicago. Tyler Perry, of course, is in Atlanta or New Orleans, and I feel that John Singleton. I feel like black people give that a pass for him for whatever dumb reason. It's like they just forget that this nigga has to stick to Compton. He
Oh,
has to
dude,
stick to
his black
Compton.
his fucking Luke Cage script that he had with fucking Tyrese was literally gonna have Luke Cage in L.A. instead of New York, and I was like,
You
what?
are bullshit. Don't
I
make
am
Nope,
not.
fun.
I am.
that would have made total sense.
I'm not bullshitting. Like the initial spec script was literally he was gonna have Luke Cage, no bullshit, in L.A.
Luke Cage, you know what it is, man. I be walking outside, niggas outside, they still doing all this dumb shit. Man, I ain't with that. Y'all gotta be men. Y'all gotta stand up.
I swear to God, that
No,
would have
hold on.
been.
Now hold on. Chris, when was this?
Misty Knight
This
show up.
was this.
Oh
No,
man.
This
See, I
was
ain't gonna
right
let a
around.
female come up
wait,
in
wait,
here.
wait, wait, D, hold up. No, I'm asking you because there was something I was going to piggyback off
This
after
was
your
right.
first speech.
Actually, this was right around before Too Fast when he got tapped for that.
Oh, never mind, never mind. I was going to say,
Wow.
because guess what? After you said all of that, I was going to say, cut to the next shot, do a jump cut of Tyrese dabbing.
Oh no! This is like
And like I
before.
said, as soon as you said Too Fast and Furious, I'm like, oh yeah, this was way before all that shit.
Yeah. When he got this is like early days. I think I still have the Wizard magazine where John Singleton was apparently tapped for it and stuff. And then all of a sudden it went from that to John Singleton is going to be headlining the sequel to the Fast and Furious movie. And I was like, well, there you go.
So
You
if
know
you
what?
want, so the reason why you haven't heard nothing from Gorilla Black for so many years, D, is because for one thing, the last time this nigga did anything was 2009, and there was a mixtape. He had 4 mixtapes from 99, 2004, 2007, and 2009. He only had 2 actual albums, 2004 and 2007.
Now, why did he stop rapping? Could it be because
The
he
nigga
sounded
went
just like Christopher
no,
Wallace?
no. The nigga just stopped because the nigga went to jail.
Of course. I mean, that's the logical conclusion,
No, no, no,
unfortunately.
no. Hey, no, Chris. That's the logical conclusion. Here's the yes, jail, the black man's sweet equalizer.
Pretty much.
Jail or retirement.
It
But
ain't jail or retirement for niggas. It's jail or look, man. All you gotta do is just pay the child support on time. But nigga, don't be cussing at me, nigga. I'm just trying to help you.
the sad part is, like his hit song Compton with Beanie Man, it was only what was it, 30 in US, like was in the chart positions. He hit 30 in US R&B, 22 in US rap, and Hot 100 nothing.
You gotta think.
Hot 100 is usually the one that you can really get something off of, but you didn't even hit Hot 100. Ain't that
You
a
gotta think
Nigga,
about it though,
he
man.
hit 77 on Hot 100 for "You're the One" with Mario Winans.
I remember that one. Yo, here's the thing: for a nigga that really said he wasn't Biggie, he wanted to sound like he was on a Bad Boy shit, didn't he?
In a way, yeah. I mean, I could.
But here's the sick part. The sad part is this: I think he came out, he wasn't gonna win because you got old heads that was like, nah, youngster. You got niggas that were his age, nigga. You sound like Biggie, and then you had niggas who were dead in the middle who did like him. But real talk, name something that was different about him than everybody else, and don't mention that fucking voice of his.
Oh, I won't mention.
Nothing.
I won't mention the
Nothing.
voice.
He's
I won't mention.
regular.
Hold on, I won't mention the voice, but I'll tell you when all this. I'll tell you when his whole little ride came to a complete screeching halt
Mhm.
before jail. In 2009, he released two songs, I believe. 400 Shots and The Funeral. These were diss tracks that were aimed at The Game, Jermaine Dupri, and Daz Dillinger.
I remember I remember about that. I remember hearing that him and Game had beef, and Game just referenced him to death.
He did. He referenced the shit out of him.
Man, I walk on you like Chuck Taylor's.
Dude, and the shitty part about 187 Ride or Die, it was literally a shitty version of a Death Race in the hood.
I like how we're mentioning a shitty game, and we just mentioned a nowhere rapper. I feel like we need one more thing. Just one more thing to wrap this all up.
No, because first of all, I did like the Gorilla City album. There were a few songs off of that album I did legit like, right?
Hey, Eris.
Stop.
I like the Murphy Lee album. What's your fucking point?
Murphy Lee's a better rapper.
I already know you're gonna come in. I already know you're gonna come in.
Like, Chris, look, now my point has been made.
What point? And shit talk. Whatever. First of all, I fucking like the album. That's my goddamn point.
Oh no! We all have that one rapper. We like their album, and that's it. That's fine.
Hey, Chris, you got 16 of them. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Don't you do that?
No. I want to know this. I got Murphy Lee. I got Fort Minor. I got fucking Bubba Sparks.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I did hop on the Bubba Sparks train with Miss New.
So that's what you are. That's what look. I'm not a Bubba Sparks person. I am a Paul Wall person, though.
I am a Paul Wall person too.
Oh yeah, sitting sideways, baby.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. D. It really doesn't matter which one you pick between the two of them.
I mean, here's the funny thing. Like, do you want your white person? No, it was like this, Chris.
You take a shot, nigga. You take two shots. Both of them motherfuckers look alike.
It's like this. Do you want your white boy Houston style or Southern East Coast style?
Virginia Beach.
Which version do you want?
Virginia Beach.
He's from Virginia Beach. That nigga from Virginia Beach.
I don't think so.
I got a niggas from like Tennessee or some shit. I'll be honest with you. I read on.
Hold on. I'm looking up right now. Hold on.
You know what? Here's the funny thing.
Only reason why I said that because Georgia. So he's Atlanta.
Georgia. I don't. No, ain't he from Savannah?
No, LaGrange.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, now check this out. I had to ask this because I'm doing a project right now for BAM, and I had to ask this question. See, there has to be a fan base for everybody in order for you to have any type of notoriety. I don't care, and that's always in rap. Yeah. So my question is this. Was Silk the Shocker just purely on his brother and no one else? I want to know, was there an actual fan base for him?
Of course there was.
It was a fan base because they were riding. Look, after watching that No Limit documentary, Silk the Shocker was riding the high of No Limit being popular all the way down to the wheels fell off at the end.
Chris, you do know for a fact that that motherfucker had a fan base when we were in high school.
Oh, I know. No, I mean,
he did.
That's
what I'm saying.
That was at his apex.
Like, you don't know how many motherfuckers that we used to see in class that would sneak CDs in, like at the school.
Here's the kicker.
And you always see that one dude. Not even one. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. You will always see at least 10 people walking around with a goddamn Silk the Shocker CD.
But the kicker is, motherfuckers will get tight when you tell them the truth that fucking Mystical ate up fucking Silk the Shocker on Ain't My Fault.
Man, look. I think look. This is funny. This is funny for me, and I'm going to mention it when I'm going to mention it on my show too. When the day I knew Silk the Shocker was the worst rapper in the world was in high school. Okay. It was actually in high school, and it was actually the one hit. I got to be honest with you, it kind of go, and that's He Did That.
Oh shit!
Now Here's the fun thing. I remember buying that from you know the little sales that they always go have in DC. Like, come down to the DC Armory, get CDs $1, get a bike $5.
I thought you went up against the wall over in fucking Temple Hills for a second.
But anyway, I had a bootleg CD. I had the bootleg CD of that Silk the Shocker joint. And somebody asked me a good question. Hey man, what other songs like? Hey, what other songs good on that D?
I got nothing.
And look, I was like, not a lot, man. And dude said, yeah, man, Silk ain't that good. I mean, man, he got that one song, but yeah, that's because Master P on it. Man, that was something, man. That was mystical, nigga. That was mystical. That was the day I knew that Silk the Shocker was the worst rapper alive. Because even with Crunchy Black on 3-6 little fee 5 4 4 where a nigga come from type of ass, at least he was entertaining.
He was entertaining as fuck.
Look, and Eris would know. Every now and then, Crunchy would drop at least 3 bars on you where you be like, yo.
No. This is just to prove D's point. Crunchy Black had the shortest verse in the history of verses on Poppin' My Collar. And that shit was better.
I know you're 666 No,
that's Project Pat.
I know that's Project Pat.
No, Crunchy Black, Crunchy Black's line. Just his bar and a half on fucking Poppin' My Collar was better than all of Silk the Shocker's career.
I was Country back and it was all good. I'm like, oh boy.
It was over. Like that nigga won everybody over as soon as he said, like, he said, I might let her suck on my wood.
Yo.
But no, D. No, hold on. You wanna know how you said that was the worst? That was the worst. I mean, that was the moment when Silk the Shocker was the worst for you. You want to know mine?
No, that's when I realized.
No, that's when you realized.
Oh, he's the bottom of the barrel. He's the bottom of the barrel for me since then.
No, do you want to know? You want to know when mine was?
Okay, go ahead.
1 for the money, 2 for the show. I damn near skipped Hootie Hoo.
Wow.
I almost.
You were about to. Now look. Let's bring that in context, everybody. Hootie Hoo. Top 10, yeah. No Limit songs of all time.
One of the best.
You were going to skip. You were going to skip out and say, no, I tap out. I don't want no parts of this hit. Because of Silk.
I'm going to be real. Hootie Hoo only got a boost because of the No Limit stable in WCW that summer.
Nigga!
That too.
Nigga!
I'm dead serious. I legit wanted to skip Hootie Hoo as soon as Silk came on because, like, the delivery, just everything about this nigga. I'm like, wow. First of all, P, you got this. You know, you starting the verse off, you good, everything straight. We get to the second verse, I hear in comes Silk's lame ass, and I'm like, oh God, I'm being taken out of the song. I'm like, hold on. There's like 40 of you motherfuckers in this group.
You know the best thing? You know what somebody said? I did have somebody in my life say this. Silk is a good rapper because he can rap fast. And I said, and here's my only response. What is he saying? His response, and it was a good one for the time because D had no comeback at the time. But if I did, I would have slapped it in his face. Well, nigga, what's Busy Bone be saying? He had me on that.
but here's the thing. Busy Bone is rapping his ass off so much, you just go with it.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I do, and I said this to everybody. Yes, sometimes rappers, and all rappers do it, they do this, they give you weak bars, whereas basically they give you either a weak bar or they kind of mumble it just so it's like some kind of connective tissue with the whole song. You know what I mean? The thing with Silk would do that, but it would be like this. It will be like this. 7, 5, 10 niggas. Like, yo,
you cannot.
Do you have Tourette's?
No, D. You cannot perform a suture to fix that shit.
Every time because 5 on niggas, 5 on niggas. Every time going by, it's like
Best
It's not
line.
even
Best line.
sing-songy in a good
Best
way.
line from Silk from Mako say, "Oh, I'm not Air B, but I guarantee to make motherfucker crowd." I'm like, what the fuck did you just say, dude? I don't get it.
Yo, the
Eric B
first
something,
line
and I'm like, okay.
I'm doing in the movie I'm reviewing is about it, right? The first line
The
from
Gary
Silk,
Oldman rap. I fucking hate you, Gaddafi. I'm sorry.
Eris,
Go ahead.
Eris, the first line from Silk and About It was this. P go, hey, Ward, what you doing over there with Short? Hey, man, I'm going to go on, man. Ah, yeah, nigga. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Is he trying
No,
to be like Brad Pitt from fucking Lock,
no.
Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels as the gypsy boxer?
All right, first off, fuck you, nigga, that snatch.
I
Second
thought it
of
was
all,
I thought it was okay. What's that? My bad.
Second of all, don't you dare fuck up another good Guy Ritchie movie like that.
Sorry.
Third, don't do that, man. Brad Pitt was magical in that. This is Silk fucking up a line but trying to sound cool.
I would have been like, yo, you could have stopped the track and did it again.
Hey, D,
Yo, y'all could have said cut, even though I'll be honest with you.
For that scene to see what he actually said.
Huh?
Did you put on subtitles to see what he actually said?
Chris, first off, you forget this is a bootleg movie on YouTube. Ain't nobody gonna put up subtitles for this
there's no closed caption that just makes it up.
Nigga, why would I fucking hurt the closed caption like that? YouTube would charge me 99 cents to translate half of that goddamn movie, nah.
Nah.
Golly,
Plus, you got to remember, D. Anytime if there were a closed captioning put in it, I guarantee you that because YouTube's closed captioning is lazy like that shit would say speaking foreign language.
YouTube,
you know what? You know what?
It's so lazy.
That ain't too far off. It's Silk the Shocker.
YouTube's closed captioning is so lazy. They literally will put the hard ER at the end of nigga. I'm dead serious.
They do that all the time. I don't even.
No.
You know, here's the thing.
No.
I think it's a
that's not
personal
right.
thing sometimes, Chris.
No, wait, no, D, hold on. That's not even correct, Chris. You got to. I don't think you've seen it. Whenever they drop the hard ER, the word nigga itself will be completely blanked out, but the ER will still be there.
Thank you. Like I said, it feels like it's intentional, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, eventually it's like this.
Like
and look, if you keep if you are a regular person and you keep wagging your dick at me like every day, eventually I'm gonna think you're doing that shit on purpose.
Like you hate me, don't you?
Don't you? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think you like me.
This is if you two could tell who's watching it.
You know what? Here's the thing. One thing I've learned about technology. The one thing I've learned is that black people popularized a lot of the technology. Actually, not black people, minorities have popularized a lot of the social media that is out today. We influenced a lot of it. Just for white people to make it there and then tell us, no, nigger, right back to our face.
Hey,
and then ban us when we say white men are trash.
Hey, you want to know what's tragic, though? You know what's tragic?
Real quick, CJ. And then they ride the fence when they come to us and say, stay out of trouble, nigger.
You know what's
That's the way it feels, man. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you do realize Black Planet started all this shit, but Black Planet didn't have the lawyers I had, so shut the fuck up, Negro.
It's like, dude, this tragic part of it is seeing the gentrification on top of that and shit in certain places like, yo, New York. Say what you will about DC, at least there is some sort of the soul of black people still alive. New York, not so much.
First of all, nigga, New York is a straight up ghost town.
No, I'm just saying because there was somebody put up a poster in Harlem where it was like keep Harlem alive, and it's a table full of white people in the picture.
Okay, that's funny.
Exactly.
Number one, that's funny. Number two, never mind Harlem, nigga. Keep the whole state of New York alive because y'all are hurting right now.
I mean, yeah, because all the gentrifiers, when they were struggling, were like, oh man, New York's expensive. It's time for us to leave. And I'm like, motherfuckers, y'all the reason why New York's expensive because you jacked up the fucking prices. Dummies.
Like gentrification, no. Gentrification, no. in my Joker style, Chris. Gentrification, Chris. That's just the beginning. Wait till a pandemic comes.
Then on top of that, just seeing like white people sit there and say, "Is there bodegas outside of New York?" Yeah, it's called 70 fucking Levens.
Go, well, 7-Eleven and
Wawa, maybe, I don't know.
no. If we're thinking New York, I'm thinking 7-Eleven and like Louis.
Yeah,
there's,
I mean, 7
there's
Elevens is
always
pretty
a
much your.
bodega like called Louis or something.
Yeah, I mean, but 7-Elevens are pretty much like the corner stores where you can get everything in there, much like a bodega any fucking ways. So it's like, only difference is 7-Eleven ain't gonna make you a fucking sandwich, unlike a bodega, which will make you a sandwich. So there you go.
Like bodegas having like little 12-year-old kids selling you cigars.
I'm waiting for 7-Eleven to all of a sudden get into the game of now at 7-Eleven, we'll make your sandwich. I'm like, I don't trust your sandwich at 7-Eleven.
It's like I don't trust your sandwiches, dog. Like if this now, like nigga, if this was overseas, maybe.
Also, you're not Wawa, so your sandwiches clearly ain't gonna slap like Wawa sandwiches. So
Absolutely, bro. You competing with Wawa? I know your
and
sandwiches
sheets
are trash.
and
Yeah,
sheets.
yeah, Wawa and sheets, nigga. I know your shit is trash.
Pizza's already trash. It's only good for a clutch if you're really hungry, but that's about it. I'm not buying a whole ass pizza from fucking 7-Eleven.
Oh, you mean that school lunch ass pizzas?
It says a lot when y'all go to Little Caesars and it's a step up from that.
True.
And that's $5 hot and ready pizza.
That it is. You can get a slice for a whole ass $5, and like the dough itself will be nice and soft. Like it don't start out soft in the beginning, and then by the time you get to the damn crust, it's a damn brick. And then the cheese is already done damn near burnt and shit.
Yep.
No, make it worse. Burnt and dry.
Oh man. Oh, so PS5 State of Play. I guess next time we do pressing buttons, but
Nigga, that was
Yuffie.
Yeah, the Yuffie special.
The Yuffie special free, and I was like, "Thank you, Square," because if that shit was paid, I would have been looking at y'all like,
Are you sure? Because I saw that shit at the end say, "Oh, the Yuffie special is available to purchase when you convert your PS4 version of the game to like the PS5."
"Oh no, it's free upgrade." They came back with another tweet saying that you can convert it from PS4 to PS5, and the upgrade is free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
Somebody at Square Enix is about to get slapped.
Oh no, it started out that way, and everybody was like, "What the fuck, Square?" And it was like, "Oh no, you can upgrade to the PS5 version for free."
Giving us this side story bullshit. Like it's not even a whole.
Which I'm fine with
sequel.
it. Which I'm fine with it. If it satiates people until that one, fine. That makes perfect sense. And it seems like there's more to it than that too. So I'm like, all right, Square. As long as you're on time, on schedule, and you're not pulling Nomura, and we gotta wait 3 fucking years and shit. All right, clearly you're on time with your shit. Which I feel somebody at Square has a gun to somebody's head, like, hey, don't fucking delay this shit like Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, don't delay it and then disappoint people.
Thank you. Don't delay this shit. No, put the shit out on fucking time. We got too much shit. We got Final Fantasy 16 coming out. Don't do this.
Because I have heard conflicting stories about Kingdom Hearts 3 being disappointing.
It's like it's a mixed bag. It's 50-50. When we did a review for it, it was that game is very 50-50, even with the additions that they added to it. It's still a very 50. It's middle of the road.
So then that's when I gotta ask the question then. Which one slaps, 2 or 3?
Well, obviously 2. Even especially the 2 with the HD with the final mix and stuff. I think 3, even though it got its own quote unquote final mix, because that's essentially what that 3 upgrade was a final mix and stuff. It's kind of one of those things where the gameplay and all that stuff is still great. It's just the story is lacking. Like even if they put more Final Fantasy characters in it, it still would have been lacking.
It's like you're telling me Kingdom Hearts story and the word lacking. I find that very funny to hear, considering that this is one of the most convoluted stories ever put together.
I mean, if you played 1 and 2, you had a good idea of what the fuck it was at the very least and stuff, and then 3 decided to like.
No, Chris, no. See, you got to understand, you're not just following the formula of story Story for part one, cool. Story for part two, cool. I can jump into part three, cool. I understand everything. No,
No, that's what I'm saying. One
like
to
you
two,
gotta
the
go.
gap from 1 to 2 was fine. It's just the gap from 2 to 3 is where it's like a fucking road map that zigzags everywhere but a straight line and
You know,
shit.
see one
You
to
know what? I
two.
will never understand the Japanese when it comes to that.
They were
One
up
I
their
will
own ass. You
never
look,
understand
say
that.
what you will about Kojima being up his own ass on the story, but at least the fucking Metal Gear stories, there's a beeline where you know what the basic gist of it is. Kingdom Hearts just went up his own ass, and Nomura was along for the fucking well. Nomura was the fucking
He was
architect
the
of it.
one
That's
that
what the
was,
fuck
yeah,
I'm talking
I was
about.
about to say, what he the one that
he was the one
started?
that he was the one that spearheaded all that shit.
You
Nomura
know
was
what?
up his own ass on
And
that one.
and that tells you something, Chris. You know that tells you something. There is like, yeah, say what you will about Kojima as a story writer, all the rest of that shit. At least he had a basis. He knew at the end of the day it was Metal Gear. There was Metal Gear. Snake had to stop Metal Gear. You got to stop it because that that's, let's just be honest. Snake is his self insert, and fucking how
Also,
Otacon is too. You know what I mean?
Also, it
So
come full circle in 5, where it's like, oh, so that's why we got the two big bosses in Metal Gear 1 and 2 on Nintendo. Okay, that makes sense.
I
And
still
that's
think
it.
that's look.
It's
I
convoluted as
still
shit.
It's
feel.
like
I
introducing
feel like that wasn't Kojima at all. I feel like that was some higher up that said that sounds like the best thing that we could come up with.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I really think that even though Kojima was technically done with Metal Gear after four,
Hmm.
uh, with five he had ideas. He had a lot of ideas, and why like what other story can you really tell in Metal Gear outside of you already went through Metal Gear Solid 3, which is like damn near the fucking beginning, right?
Batman
And
Yeah.
then
Begins.
and then
Big
you
boss.
know and then we
And you
didn't
did
get
Peace Walker.
well, yeah, Peace Walker, that was the other story. So what we needed was another story in between Peace Walker and the original Metal Gear. Instead of just giving us a remake, like a complete reconstruction of the original Metal Gear or Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, you give us one whole ass story from Peace Walker to the beginning of Metal Gear. And in that case, it worked because we could have seen how all this shit really did come together.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Instead,
I
it was.
totally agree. I totally agree. I think the real sad part is that we just don't know where Kojima was going with it. A part of me thinks that yeah, he really, really was done with it, and everything, every little bit of effort that he was given was really on the gameplay side, more or less than the actual story side. I'm pretty sure he was in the room. I'm pretty sure it was like three people that came up with the shit. He was like, "Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good." And when Konami finally pulled the plug on him, whatever the real power he had on it, probably was a lot of the influence of the game. It probably would have been a different game if Kojima finished it. Like, I mean, I'm not talking like a different game. I'm talking like it just feels like there was a book into it.
Well,
Even though,
there was like
even though, what you say?
I mean, there was it was called episode 51 of of MGS5, which was completely cut out of the game, and the only way you can see it is to watch a video clip of it if you have the collector's edition or just watch it on YouTube.
I mean, dog,
Like
that's
you get
sad.
like here's the crazy part: you would fight Eli in Sahelanthropus in Africa. And and also the child soldiers, the African child soldiers, they would have been there. So you would have had to try to sneak around them like the fucking Ocelot unit from MGS3. Um, and then you find out that Eli actually had the vocal strain of that the that freaking virus that was killing everybody at Mother Base.
Hey yo, all
And
right now,
and Psychomantis and Kid Psychomantis showed
yeah,
up too.
yeah, Kid Psycho Mantis. I know about that. Why did somebody? I saw somebody on YouTube play a clip of where they showed Little Liquid, and when they showed it, why you just heard this? Why are you here? We don't have to see. You didn't have to be here. Where the fuck is Kojima? They just cut him off right there.
I'm sorry. Why do I have in the back of my head? There needs to be a deleted scene in like the remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 where it's like that Undertaker AJ Styles pick, except Undertaker is Liquid Snake and Master Miller is AJ Styles, and we just see fucking Liquid Snake choke out Master Miller. Like, I just want to see how that scene played out on how Master Miller got killed by Liquid Snake, just to see.
Here's my thing.
I got a better theory for you, Chris. I don't even think Liquid Snake even wasted his time killing Master Miller himself.
I'm pretty sure he had somebody do it. Like, is he dead? Good. Snake. This is Master Miller. Yeah, he knows it's me. He knows it's me. Dumb brother.
Oh no, it's just in my head.
Do you know how dumb that sounds? Do you know how fucking dumb that sounds?
I'm sorry, in the back of my head, I just got a picture of Liquid Snake putting on makeup that looks like Master Miller, and it's
Thank
a dead,
you!
it's a dead
God,
Master Miller body in the corner.
Look.
I'm still mad.
See, this is the reason why I want us to do Metal Gear Solid again. This shit. We got miles of this shit. Anyway, go ahead, Eric.
I am still so mad to this day that fucking Solid Snake gets fooled. All Liquid did. When you see the Kodak messages, never mind what they're saying. It's what Liquid did. Liquid just pulled the clip out of his hair, took the sunglasses off. It was him the whole time.
And it makes you. It is no.
Here's the best part.
Wait, D. Liquid. I'm gonna say this. Yo, Clark Kent, I am so sorry for shitting on your disguise.
You are not lying, Eris.
I am so sorry.
Eris, but here's the sick part. 1998, all of us. Yeah!
Yes.
Yo. Here's my thing. You know what kills me is that by that time in my life, I distinguishly knew who certain people were. I was just now starting to know names with these voice actors, right? But I knew who Cam Clark was for a good minute at that point. So when I heard this is McDonald Miller, I was like, hey, look, it's Cam Clark. And then I heard Liquid. I was like, why is he doing two people? And the next thing I know, Snake, you're too late. And when he did that, in my mind, it's like I knew it. But the only emotion that came up was like, yo! He killed that nigga!
Wait, D, that was your indication? No, this is how I knew this is how I legit knew shit was definitely not going right. Like Snake. This is Matt. Like Snake. This is Miller. I have some information for you. Turn your monitor off. When I heard that, it's about Naomi. Like, what? Tell me what it is. Turn your monitor off.
You know the fucked up part? Somewhere there's a deleted scene of Revolver Ocelot and Vulcan Raven trying not to laugh as he's fucking Kodak.
You know it. Revolver was like, look at him, he's dumb as shit. Man, you know watch this. Big Boss would never.
It's like Big Boss would never.
Here's Raven. You talk a lot about Big Boss, man. Yeah, man, Big Boss is cool as shit. I mean, I wasn't gay or nothing like that, nigga. Nah, I just, Big Boss was that, he was that dude. I mean, come on, man. Out of Heaven was the shit, man. He was just fantastic in the field at battle. Man, go ahead with that gay shit, nigga. I ain't gay, nigga. Leave me alone.
You seem to know a whole lot about Big Boss. Listen, sir. I know more about Big Boss than you could ever imagine.
I bet you could, nigga.
I had everyone fooled into thinking that he was running Mother Base. But he wasn't.
You know the shitty part? Revolver Ocelot relaying all this info to fucking Solidus, and Solidus is sitting there like, so he did what again?
So he did what?
Master Miller, really? He did that for 3 hours?
For a whole ass 3 hours.
So wait. Let me get this straight. Are you telling me that my brother stopped all of that from happening, right? Yes, he did. So just going to bring this up. Just want to know, why are we stopping him again? Because he's actually stopping the Patriots for us. So why would we then get in front of him and stop it? Look, we need to make video games, so stop asking questions.
Yo,
Like
D,
that's what really pissed me off about 4.
No,
because
D.
in 4 it hit me. I'm like, wait, why are we stopping Liquid again?
Wait, D, I really got no. This just blew my mind just now. Now that I think about it, Eva really is your mother, Liquid.
No, it's the
No,
fact.
no. Hold on. You want to know why?
Hold
No,
up.
hold on.
Let's see where this is going. I want to know where this is going.
I'm going somewhere with this. Eva really is your mom. You want to know why? Because Eva had the opportunity to play the role of both Eva and Tatiana, who were literally the same person. She didn't have to change shit.
Also, them titties.
Okay,
I'm
titties
mad.
aside. Look, titties aside.
I'm mad that you said titties.
The
I'm
big
mad at-
mama
no, I'm
titties,
mad-
so
no,
ergo,
I'm-
big
no,
mama.
first- First of all, I'm mad Chris said titties and it wasn't me. All right. Second of all,
I'm mad that he mentioned big mama titties. Look, Chris, look. I like Needy Hetley too, but I don't want to see them little eggs, those eggs nailed to a wall titties. I really don't want to see them either. All right.
but no, I mean,
Fried eggs nailed to a wall. There we go. Fried eggs nailed to a wall.
but no, I'm dead serious. No, really think about it. Think about it. When it came to her having to play the role of 2 different people, it really wasn't that much of a fucking playing field of 2 different people. And in the
Yeah.
same case of Liquid, all Liquid did was just tie his freaking hair and put on sunglasses.
Oh, and that's what I'm about to say too. Liquid Ocelot literally just to put the fucking knife in the wound of fucking Snake. It's like, hey, I'm dressed up as your fucking boy Master Miller with these sunshades. It's pimp, right?
Remember that motherfucker taught you how to kill motherfucking wolves in the cold?
CQC,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah. See, thank you, Chris. CQC, bitch. CQC.
What makes what makes it even better, and what really makes it even better is he says CQC, right? And this had me thinking about how comes everybody did ask, well, hey, after playing MGS3, how come Solid Snake doesn't use the CQC system in MGS4? And
I mean 1 because he does do it in 4.
no. See, because remember the game was CQC was introduced in MGS3.
I know, but he did use it in 4. You could use it.
Nah, no.
You could.
No.
Look, it was an option, but trust me, you barely use it.
No, what he had in MGS1, if you remember, was just you grab a motherfucker.
No, I said 4. I meant to say 4. 4. He
Okay,
yeah.
no, in four, you really didn't only just have the punches and the 2 kicks. He didn't have at the most. I think he could just grab somebody.
He can grab people. He could grab people. He could judo throw them. He can do those things.
Yeah,
He can
that's about
judo
it,
throw
but
him. He can disarm them. It's the basic CQC, not the whole.
Yeah, he
intricate
didn't
one it was
have.
in
He didn't
3.
have big boss levels.
Yeah, he didn't have
Exactly.
the boss where she was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the fucking clip out while you're like befuddled," and yeah.
You look, Eris, and to prove your point, what happened? What happened at the end of that game? You let Zero, a nigga that's been frozen for not Zero. You let Big Boss, who's been frozen for decades, pull up on you and disarmed you, nigga, into a fucking hug.
But
That showed you how badass Big Boss was.
But my thing is this.
Let's go.
But my thing is
I
this.
don't want to do it no more, nigga.
That nigga,
We
Big
brothers.
Yo, Jack,
I'm
my man Jack was pushing 80 and disarmed his own clone.
My thing is this. So
Technically, I'm 115, but who's counting these days?
also, why do I have a feeling that Liquid Ocelot looked at kind of like some Taibo levels of CQC from Master Miller tapes or something like that, just so you can learn CQC and shit?
Man, look, the only thing that
first of all, any tapes that motherfucker was watching, them shits was on microfilm.
I know microfilm.
look. Now I say that about Big Boss. You like, oh man, you let that old nigga pull up on you. I gotta be honest with you. Snake's response is this: you see the side of my face? Where you think that fucking came from, nigga? I was gonna let that nigga shoot me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what would happen if Big Boss got there too late and it's like, oh, Snake already shot himself. Son of a bitch.
Well, it looks like he shot himself. What did he tell him that he was going to live?
It's like I guess I can't get Foxed out to anybody.
No, he's just sitting there like this. He's just sitting there. I had a whole speech.
He got fucking fucking
whole
got
like I had this whole thing about taking zero back, taking everything back to zero. This whole little thing about that,
I even bought
It's
Zero
fine.
here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's gone.
Like I even bought Zero here in the fucking wheelchair. What's going on, Zero?
This
Beep,
whole
beep, 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 beep.
this whole thing
Kill me.
this whole thing would have literally taken like an hour. I had a whole hour of dialogue that I was going to share.
I mean, yo, this was a true info dump. Do you know how long I've been in cryostasis, waiting to say all of this to you?
Took your brother's organs. He didn't need them anymore.
Both, actually.
Yeah, both.
Both.
They
Let me tell you
replaced.
something savage. Let me tell you something that's really savage about the Clune game, son.
Which is crazy. That is really crazy when when you think about it. Like the quote unquote missing pieces were replaced from both solid, liquid and solidus.
I mean,
Only thing you didn't get was an eye. Well, now I got one.
can't win it all.
Well, that didn't work because if that was the case, we would have saw that clue. We would have never saw that clue when when we saw that body being burned on the Volta. They just had to show that close up of the camera on that freaking eye. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Big Boss's eye patch was on the other eye, not this one.
You know what? I never noticed that. Oh, yeah. God, I'm embarrassing enough. I never noticed that. Here's a funny thing. You know what? This is why I'm talking. This is why I told you, Eris. We got shit. We can do Metal Gear again. This shit like this. You see what I'm saying? This came. I was just going to tell y'all about one thing, and then we can go ahead and start the show. We went into a 25-minute rant.
I know, because when Eris started talking about all the stuff from Metal Gear Solid 5. I was laughing in my head of that twist, and I was just laughing at the fact that Master Miller's dead body just chilling in the corner somewhere, and that shit just went the way it went. It was like, oh my God.
Okay, we can start after this, but Eris, I have one question now. I have one question, and it's regarding 5. Well, Eris, it is $5.99. Is the price low enough?
Yes, it is.
Hold on, hey Chris, I love you to death. But I asked Eris for a reason. Eris, is it low enough yet?
Wasn't the shit free on PlayStation Plus at one point? And you still didn't download?
Hey, nigga, I don't think I had it. Something was fucked up that
Oh
I
no,
didn't
you know what?
get
You didn't have Plus at the time. My bad. So
I didn't have Plus at the time. Something went down where I didn't have it. But
okay, my bad.
But it's all good. It doesn't matter. But Eris.
Okay, let me just ask a question. It's $5. Is it the entire? Is it the MGS5 Definitive Edition where you get both Ground Zeroes and 5 put together?
If I am not mistaken, it is. If I am not mistaken, it is.
I'm gonna leave what you choose to do with that to your own discretion.
You know what, Eris? You can go fuck yourself, nigga.
Oh yeah,
I asked you for a decision.
Yeah, he's right. It's the definitive edition. $5.99.
No, I'm serious. The only reason, look, D, I am not even trying to be funny when I say that. When I say I'm leaving it up to you, meaning at this point it's $5, so you can get both games and experience what should have been a perfect game. And holy shit! By the time you are done, you will say this, D. I enjoyed Ground Zeroes more than I enjoy Phantom Pain.
I'm already prepared to say that.
You'll have fun with Phantom Pain just from the aspect of when you're just doing shit that's not on the mission, divert off and just kidnap guys and take them back and all that shit. That's where the fun is and stuff.
Eris told me,
okay, let me slide.
Unquote, wait, nigga. D. Go ahead.
No, D. Let me slide. Let me pull the Joker from Batman '89, where I just slide Chris's frame off of frame.
I was gonna say that's the only fun.
No. Let me just do that real quick. D. That shit is that the fun wears off on that after about a good 10 minutes.
Must be you, because I had fun with that in was it the
running around?
No, the one on the PSP. That one. Fuck.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's different shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, running around knocking motherfuckers out, and then setting them up with the freaking snatch and grab balloon just so they can get picked up and recruited into Mother Base. Yeah, that was cute the first 10 times I did it. But let me tell you something though. When you do it again, when you go back and replay that mission again, I'm sorry, D. When you go back and do it again, the game gets smarter. So if you spent, let's say you spent that episode headshotting everybody with tranquilizer darts. Well, this time around, you're going to come back and everybody's wearing helmets.
Ah,
Fun.
that's a little bit challenging.
And let's say that let's say you went beast mode and just ran through going all Rambo style, just murking people left and right. Everybody's got on body armor the next time.
That can only be annoying. That sounds annoying.
And when you wear their helmet, you have to shoot their visor off just to get a headshot again.
Oh, wonderful. One of those. Fuck you.
So
Well-
have fun getting the infinite ammo, because with that, yeah, that's when things really get dumb. You can get the infinite ammo. You can get the freaking invisible. What is it? The stealth camo. And I think even with the stealth camo, they try to set up shit so that they can detect you or something. It's really dumb. And like I said, enjoy it. It's $5. What do you really have to lose at this point?
All right. I just like it because the first time I said, no, D, not low enough. No, D, not low enough.
Yeah,
no,
not
D,
low
not low
enough.
enough. That was hilarious to me. I never had you tell me a game. No, D, not low enough. You never have done that to me.
Because
So I died laughing. Oh, but guess what I got for $149? Nigga, Hotline Miami 1 and 2. Oh, God, I love that game.
oh yeah.
Oh, I love Hotline Miami. One of the best games ever. I mean, period. It's in my top 50 of all time, man. Hotline Miami's awesome.
But that is legit one of the reasons why I kept you away from that game, D, is just I was so thoroughly disappointed with it.
You play it, and it's like, and I think the thing that sucked is that a lot of us that were playing it, in the middle of us playing and enjoying it, that's when all the news broke with Konami and all that shit just hit the fan, and it's like, fuck.
No, nigga, the news was breaking before the game even got released.
No, but it was still
remember
that.
that was released because remember that's when everybody was saying, "Hey, is this game finished?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was
That's
when
when
everybody.
That's when the news came out.
Like, even when the news came out, it was kind of like, well, the game can't be that bad. And I think that's when that first week, I would say within the first 2 days, somebody broached like, hey guys, so I finished Metal Gear Solid 5, and somebody was like, wow, that was quick. And he's like, no, you gotta understand, like, the way the game is functioning, the game just ends. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then I saw the video, and I was like,
Super Bunny Hop. That was Super Bunny
I
Hop.
was like, yo, that's where it ends.
And then then like a week later, Jim Sterling was like, I been told y'all this shit. And then he came with his shit, and then it was a
And then
avalanche.
and I think like 2 weeks later, that's when somebody broke down like how it was supposed to end. And I was like, wow, within 2 weeks, this whole thing just.
I mean, I pointed out all the missing stuff that was just completely gone from this game. Remember we had that little game called PT, and remember the freaking scary girl with the missing eye from that game?
Yep.
She was supposed to be one of the decoys that you can use, to scare people away in MGS5. And when that game got literally scorched from the face of PlayStation, that went with it.
God damn it, I hate people. Oh man.
That nigga,
Hey, y'all remember
I would say that whole jump, man, was crazy. All right, go ahead, Chris, and we can start this.
You remember the Ninja Eddie outfits from that Power Ranger movie?
Yes.
Somebody put it on Twitter. They was in Hebrew Israelite fits doing damage.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you really think about it, especially on the TV show, they're like all like everybody's head was completely covered, where they had the freaking ninja eye hole cutouts.
It's like
Unlike,
Black Ranger power. I'm like, why can't it be Black Power?
oh, you know, motherfuckers wanted it. They wanted that shit
I
so
wanted it.
bad.
I wanted it. I did.
Like
No lie.
Black Power, but then you know what we would have got instead? Here comes Tommy, White Power.
Say what again, sir?
And that would have been, and that's when Power Rangers would have been the most problematic show of the 90s.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess
Whenever D unmutes.
Yeah, whenever he's ready.
Sir, by the power of the whiteness.
It's like, aren't you Native American, sir? A quarter Native American, sir. It's like,
by the power of White Tiger. Isn't that from another Sentai?
JDF out.
I gotta go. Zordon needs me.
Yo! No, I'm mad. No, I'm mad because I was just about to say that shit. Zordon needs me. Who's that type of man who's only on the stand by a woman?
JDF.
I love that. I love this part. Can you dig it?
Okay, so we're talking about the 1971 Shaft, folks, and I gotta say, you know, in the age of new movies where you get the panning shot and stuff, you know, we got drones obviously that can do those kind of things, right? Now, the beginning of the movie, it feels like an early music video because it's basically just Shaft walking the streets of New York to the song, to the Shaft theme, and it's dope. It's 1971 New York.
And that's the thing that kills me about New York movies, especially in the 70s. You didn't have the New York did have to work for you. New York just does have to fucking work for you.
It's like, oh, I need people. Well, they're already walking on New York around the middle of the day, so you're good.
I need a city to look like it needs a tetanus shot. New York.
I need a hustler selling me watches on the street. There you go.
No, AD,
hey, brother.
No, AD. Hold up. Say that last thing again. You need a setting that looks like it needs a tetanus shot.
Yeah. I need go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need a city that needs a tetanus shot.
What about Skid Row? Too far.
No. I said tetanus shot, not disease with pores.
Oh man.
You know what? Shaft is one of these movies that is just so iconic. And I think to myself, wow, so this is what inspired the guy from Harlem. Seriously.
Yeah.
This
I was
is like, wow.
It definitely inspired the guy from Harlem. And then when you watch the guy from Harlem, you look at Shaft and you go, really? Guy from Harlem? You go back and you study this movie. How did you get all of this wrong?
I'll tell you
all of it wrong.
I would tell you what. So Gordon Parks did Shaft and Shaft's Big Score, and also he actually took part in the 2000 Shaft movie. I think we might have mentioned that when we did that. Yeah. So I actually watched a movie that he did before Shaft, The Learning Tree.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. Have you?
I only know that. I only heard it by name. I don't know. I never.
Yeah. Learning Tree was basically like coming of age story in 1920s Kansas, and holy shit, man, it's basically like you want to talk about coming of age. It's like it's 1920s Kansas, so you already know the racism is at an all-time high. I mean, the isms at an all-time high to the point to where at one point this kid is in jail, and the guy, gets, told by the preacher, hey, you might want to pray to Jesus, and, white Jesus, obviously. And the boy doesn't touch it. And the white cop, takes the picture, uses a pencil, colors in the white to look like a black guy, and slides and says, here, nigger, here's a black Jesus. And I was like, whoa, yo. I was like, damn.
Okay.
What?
I know what this is going to sound like. This is what this is going to sound like. I approve of that.
I mean, it's raw in your face, and I mean, it's unflinching.
I always, it's kind of funny.
I got a question,
Mm-hmm.
Chris. If this was done, that same scene that you just mentioned, if this was done today, how problematic would that be?
it wouldn't be done today. It'd be like kind of low key jabs at
No,
Black
no, no,
Jesus.
no, 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 no. I don't.
Oh, you talking about beat for beat?
I'm
Like
talking about beat for fucking beat.
It
Jesus.
matters. It matters because I've noticed that black people now, we only do that when we want to do two types of things. We're doing it because we want to invoke a feeling of
Get angry.
get angry, black people. Or number two, yeah, get angry, everybody. This is what we went through. Yeah. So
You know what, D?
so what do you mean?
No, D, say no more. I got you. Chris, season 2 of Watchmen.
Actually, I was going to say Lovecraft Country, but close enough.
No. I need more. No, so, I'm sorry. I don't need something that's already this heavy-handed to be shoehorned into another heavy-handed ass show with science fiction mysticism. All right.
Oh my god!
Take a boxing. We gonna look. Here's the thing, though. Shaft as a movie has taught me one thing. That you could be a detective in Harlem and have everybody fucking hate you, but yet somehow, some way, you get to fuck everybody and nobody says anything about it.
And also, your central plot is somebody is trying to start a race war.
Who knew?
That's the power of John. That's the power of John Shaft.
I gotta tell you something, man. MGM's somebody at MGM said, yeah, we gotta do this shit. We gotta invoke both of the races. There's a race war, and the only one that can stop it is a black man. That's gonna give a whole lot of black power, and all these black people gonna go to the movie theaters and watch it. That's bullshit, Jim. Niggers don't watch movies.
There's a race war that takes place in Uptown Harlem.
With a guy.
Much like Dr. Phil putting on that girl that says, I don't like African Americans. like you do realize what you just said, white person. And I say white person because the man who wrote Shaft was a white man, old white man. So that being said, really, nigga? So you just like, yeah, so guess what? There's going to be a race war in the hood.
Ernest
the Black
Tidyman.
Panthers.
Ernest Tidyman.
Yep.
Here's the kicker. Wrote Shaft and also did probably one of the most best heist movies ever, The French Connection.
Who knew that the man wrote two bangers, bro. What you want to do? And he took it. Like, I will say this. I do think there was a bit of a risk for any white man to make a black character and write him
in the same year, D. He was like, yo, I'm going to do my blaxploitation movie, and then somebody in Hollywood is going to tap me to direct Gene Hackman. All right, fine, cool.
Hey,
go
bro,
for it.
That's what I'm saying. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. It's good to be white, isn't it?
I know, right? It's like, hey. Hollywood only lets one black person get that crossover. Looking at you,
only
Ryan
one
Coogler.
nigger. Only one nigger at a time in here.
Looking at you, Coogler.
Yo, that's a good one, Eric. That's a good one, Chris. You did it to yourself. That's how you do it. High five. There you go. It's like this. Hold on. Here's the better one. All right, hey, Ryan, you got to go right now. Why? Ava's trying to get in. We only let one of you in at a time. What about Spike Lee? Fuck that nigger.
This is why Ava's New Gods movie ain't going through because Coogler's still in the front. It's like, what about New Gods? No, it's not happening. Sorry.
Hey, so I got this other idea. It's let me guess, Michael B. Jordan. How you know, man? This time he's a detective. Yo, look. I'm not saying shit, but I'm just gonna let y'all know. Yo, Ryan, you got one more movie. If it's you and Michael B. Jordan, I need to see pictures of you or him sucking each other's dicks. I need to see it because I'm getting sick of this shit.
No.
Yo, Fruit, look, I get it. Fruitville Station, open eyes.
No.
Understand
See, I'm not gonna do that to him because if Scorsese can have Robert De Niro and his fucking troop of fucking white guys, give Coogler them.
I'm with you. I'm with you. No, I'm with it on that one.
Because check this out. I can see the movie. I can see the opening, like the little trailer credits. If you enjoy 21 Bridges, see Chris already laughing.
I already know where it's going. Go.
If you like Creed 2 more than Creed 1.
No. If you enjoy 21 Bridges, this is Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler. Like, look, I need the entire Beltway shut down. Nothing is getting in or out of that bitch. That movie's just gonna be called The Beltway.
99 Beltway.
So what's this movie about? So first off, it's about a black man living in a world full of white people that want to tell him what to do, and
It's like two.
and that connects with him being a traffic control monitor in Washington D.C. and there's a tanker full of nukes about to blow up the whole world. Meanwhile, him and his wife, some black girl, some black woman who's the it black woman right now. They both be making love, and it's like it's all about relationships.
No, don't let it be the it girl right now. Bring in a girl that was an it girl. Let her get her second wind.
Second win. No. Too old. I'm going by Hollywood. Too old. Christine. No. Christina Milian.
Christina Milian.
First off, Christina Milian is too busy doing Hallmark movies, feel-good movies. So no.
All right, you got me on that one. Maya, here's Maya. Ooh, no, I can't.
Sir.
Here's Maya. I can't act. Stop. No, nigga.
Also, Maya's doing Chitlin Circuit movies. So
she's
no.
doing Chitlin Circuit movies. Second of all, that's too damn easy. A movie about the DMV, you're gonna bring in Maya? Stop it!
No, my God! Look, hey Chris. Oh my God! I didn't even think about her being from the DMV. Like she reps it so very hard. I can't tell.
I'm gonna be that guy.
I'm being honest with you. I don't think nobody outside the DMV knows that Maya's from DC. I think everybody thinks she's from LA.
Just like we don't know Genuine is from the DMV. We assumed he was from Virginia Beach like Timberland. It's like, oh, he actually is from the DMV.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris. That's your stupid ass, man. Everybody around here knew who Genuine was.
Oh, it's like the big secret I didn't fucking know. My bad. Jesus.
Nigga, Christ. That was every fucking school of PG.
Nah, but let me ask.
Yo, that's when DC was in desperate mode. That nigga for DC.
Yeah, they do a movie. You know what? Stunt casting. Go put Meg Thee Stallion like she's fucking DMV. I'm like, you got the audacity. No. Really?
They will put her in there. Like, yeah, I'm from the South Side, bitch. That's a thick ass Houston accent.
I know, right?
Like, stop it.
Girl, put on your shoes. When she say shoes, like, oh, right there. What black girl in the South Side talk like that, nigga? Say mo. Like, what's some mo? Okay, you gotta leave.
Wale,
you're gonna have to leave.
Wale is sitting back looking conflicted, like, God damn it.
Nah, no. Wale, sitting up. No. Meanwhile, while we about to make that movie, Wale sitting at home. My phone gonna ring any second. They know I'm from the DMV.
Poor Wale.
Hey, Chris. Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. Like, all right. Listen, all right. All you gotta do is just read this line. All you gotta do, look, Meg. All you gotta do is read this line, and then we're gonna go to Ben's Chili Bowl. What's that?
Bitch, you gonna have to leave.
Like, bitch, you loafing. The fuck is loafing?
The fuck is loafing? Why y'all saying these weird words? Hey, look, hold on. And this is where D gets to have fun. And here Michael B. Jordan get with ass. Yeah, man. Y'all be lunching. Go home.
Mike, at that point, I just don't.
If I hear Michael, yeah,
that'd be me on set. To be that guy. Boo.
Just imagine this big old group of people on the other side of U Street while they're recording. You just see the shoe fly.
And not just any shoe, a fucking size 13 foam posit launch right at Michael B. Jordan's head.
No. Foam posit with Vegeta on it, right? Hold on. It hits Michael B. Jordan. He picks it up. Oh man, this is a good truck shoe, you motherfucker!
Hey, you know
they be holding back Chris so bad. Chris's glasses is missing. He's just in full rage.
And then here's me trying here's me holding Chris back. Like, Chris, chill out. It ain't as bad as you think it is. Here's Meg. Here's Meg. I'm sorry. What's a glizzy?
It's like, nah, man.
I'll
Fucking
kill that
Killmonger over here. First off, Killmonger over here can't even fucking say Mo right. Fuck this movie. It's bullshit.
She doesn't even know what a glizzy is. I'm confused. Is that a gun?
Is that a gun or is that a hot dog? Is that
No. See, she can't be that damn close, dude. You gotta give her just a gun, because if you say hot dog, that means she was already in on the joke.
Well, guys, look, everybody calm down. So everybody, we gotta let the mayor of this is going to be the scene of Mayor of DC, as we know, played by very well-known Washington DC resident Sipowicz off of NYPD Blue.
It's like, well,
It's like this. Here's me. So they just picked no nigga from, if they picked a nigga from Baltimore, then maybe I would have been all right with it.
First off, sir.
That's like I know that's picking Korean people to be in a Japanese movie. I totally know that.
First off, the DMV does not recognize Baltimore as part of the DMV.
Oh well, no, we don't. But here's me. At least they got the state.
Bang, niggas.
Look. But the only reason why we let Meteor Man go is because of this. I mean, some of their townhouses look like they in DC.
First off, I'm disgusted they tried to make Baltimore be Georgetown. I was disgusted at
that was the worst part. And the even worse part was Face On Love said Printendo. I'm done.
Anyways,
get to Shaft.
I got a question for you guys.
We got to get to Shaft. No homo. Anyway.
I got a question.
Pause. I wasn't ready for that.
Since we're diverting back to this movie, hey Chris, fine timepiece there, brother. Goodbye.
You hit him with that badge. It was like, oh shit.
Yo, every time the one interesting thing I love about us every time we revisit one of these blaxploitation movies, I love how we pick up a little bit of everything. Like every now and then. Like last time when we did Foxy Brown, we talked about Antonio Fargus ended up. And the last one we talked about chill out, cool, smoke. And this one for D, it's timepiece. I'm gonna call every watch I ever see now a timepiece. Timepiece, my brother.
Let me say, fine timepiece, my brother.
Also, we have to talk about the fact
Wait, I'm sorry, Chris. Like timepiece, my brother. Show off the badge. Goodbye.
Dude, that's the equivalent of like when somebody tries to sell a Lucy to a fucking cop, and it's like, nigga, you know I'm a cop, right? Like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
Yo, man, I was like, here's the funny thing.
Like, who would have thought?
That being said, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Eris, but that being said, Chris, I understand how fucked up it is around the nation and how we saw somebody lose their life over that shit. I will say this: DC Metro Transit cops, shout out to y'all because y'all the main ones. Hey, come here. Let me get 3, nigga.
Exactly.
They the worst one. Best one. I was at Addison Road. Dude selling the motherfucking cigarettes. Here comes the white cop. Hey, come here. You got a whole pack? How many you sell a pack for? Let me get 2 of them.
Because he doesn't want to leave his fucking go to
yeah, exactly. The fucking Newports. Okay, cool. I'll take them. I heard that's exactly how that went.
I like how in the opening scene, within the span of like 2 minutes, we see 3 different people wearing the fedora duster jacket combo.
Man,
that was the thing. That was the thing back then.
You couldn't tell New York niggas nothing back then.
No. We see a white cop that Shaft talks to on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see 2 black dudes wearing that. And I like how Shaft rolls right up in the fucking spot, below where his investigation place is, and he just kidney punches the shit out of old boy. I had to pause for a minute because he just sits there and comes up on him and just bam. I'm like, God damn, dude, you just kidney punch the shit out of him.
He hit him quick. He's just like, my friend need to get into the elevator.
My friend.
I like how this nigga was leaning back though, yo.
Oh my god, did you like Shaft running through that hallway just to get to the old dude?
Oh my god,
it was great because you could tell from the way that he ran that I get to hit somebody. I woke up this morning praying I get to punch.
So here's the thing: do you think that was Richard Roundtree actually running, or was that a stunt double?
That was
I
Richard
think
Roundtree.
you know what
because
that was Richard Roundtree.
Because that was a short ass alley that he.
Okay,
ran.
all right.
That really was. Now I have seen. Now there's probably like one scene in the movie that where I thought it was a stunt double of him, and it was just like it was like a tumble. So I like that probably wasn't him. You know
Speaking of
what I
tumble,
mean?
speaking of tumble, did you like the fight in the office? Which I gotta admit, it wasn't a lot of cuts like I thought it was going to be.
Oh no! It wasn't. It was, and also, let's be real. It wasn't the best choreography in the world either. But
it
you know
worked.
what? Whatever. It worked. I like how he. But the thing I liked about it was when he chomped my nigga, and he did that little stumble back where it's like he oversold the little knock in the head. He was all like, oh.
She liked the fucking swan-time dive out the window.
No, this motherfucker tried to spear him. He tried to spear this nigga. Shaft went Olay, and this nigga goes flying out the window. Ah! And then you heard the pink panther when he hit the ground and shit.
Oh, did you love? I mean, I'm jumping ahead here, but like Shaft later in the movie, they try to pin him for like attempted murder behind that shit. I'm like, the nigga dived out the window. I didn't even touch him. Like, what are you talking about here?
Well, here's a funny thing.
Who would have thought? And who would have thought that? That nearly 2 decades, almost two whole decades later, a white woman in Chicago would do the exact same dive in Chucky.
Yep.
The exact same.
The exact same dive.
It's like, well,
the exact same dive, head first,
Full body
gravity.
turn, turn, leap out the window.
You know what I'm saying? The second they get out the window, God and his gravity immediately grabs them, and you just see their head go straight down.
also we have to talk about this because we were joking about this before we started recording and stuff. So the guys that Shaft was fighting, they were the flunkies of one Bumpy Jonas. You might be saying,
Jonas.
don't you mean Bumpy Johnson? No.
See, they had to change the name not because they were going to get sued, but more because of the fact that they didn't want to seem like they were copying real life. We wanted to stay, make a difference between the movies and real life, and it had nothing to do with that. This is just a regular black pimp. Regular black pimp turned drug lord turned into mob boss that just so happens to be from Harlem, that just so happens to have the name Bumpy, but the last name is Jonas, so it's different.
Like you said, Kirkland Brand, fucking Bumpy.
Kirkland Brand Bumpy Johnson over here, nigga.
But to the movie's credit, again, it's played by a stellar actor, Moses Gunn.
You know what? Moses Gunn is only good because he does that shit only old actors back in the 70s did, where they look all serious and get all quiet and stoic, like, listen to me. I am a man. That type of
he was like a theater actor too. So
of course, that was the one thing we noticed when we was, I forgot when we really noticed that. I think it was Truck Turner it might have been Truck Turner, because we were saying like Yaphet Kotto and a couple other people, like they were theater people. They, you know what I'm saying? That's where they got started, and they did a lot of this shit before they got to do what they really, really wanted.
Because Moses Gunn and Roscoe Lee Brown, they kind of had that stoic old black man voice.
Old nigga voices.
The only reason, because you know what was funny? Like recently, I only was thinking about Roscoe Lee Brown because somebody was bringing up the Spider-Man animated series, and I was like, he voiced Kingpin? Son of a bitch. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense now, because that voice, I was like, it sounds familiar. And I was like, wow, interesting.
So he played the Kingpin, huh?
Yeah. But again, just had that old black man voice, and stuff that's, like you said, stoic as I don't know what. It just works.
No, that old black man voice that's not trying to sound like Orson Welles. See, you making me laugh.
I'm sorry, you mentioned Orson Welles. It's like, yeah.
I'm just saying that old black man voice that will not be confused for Orson Welles' Unicron.
I mean, look, hey. I'm just like, and the funny thing about this movie, if we're talking about something that just invokes New York, is that after Shaft number one, he's out there on the street. I think, didn't he get like peanuts from one of the guys, from one of the cart vendors?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
like that in the newspaper.
The newspaper stand of the blind man. Well, I'm guessing he is blind. I'm assuming he's blind. And then also, because it wouldn't be New York without it. A black man can't catch a cab because he goes to the white guy.
Which I love that scene. I'm like, yeah, you just got to show how realistic New York is. Like, even Shaft can't get a like, he can't get a
The
damn
hero can't catch a cab.
like, which that reminded me of that song from Rick James, New York Town. Is him trying to catch a cab. He tells the cab driver, "Yeah, I'm trying to go up to Harlem. Like send me up to Harlem." Nah, man, I ain't going to no Harlem. Man kicks him out of his cab. he's like, "Man, let me get another cab. Hopefully this one's a brother. Like maybe he'll take me to he'll take me uptown."
No, but what made me funny though too, I was realizing this. I wrote this down. I literally said Jonas's cronies smells like cigars, even though old boy is smoking a cigar the whole time. It just looks like it smells like cigars.
Yeah, of course. Like hell, almost everybody had a cigar.
Smoking it like a chimney.
And you know something? There is also something else. As much of a good movie Shaft is, I am gonna go ahead and be that guy to point this out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like the game is back. Drinking game. Now, would you like to know what today's category for Shaft drinking game?
Tell them what it is.
You must take a shot every time you hear the audio being ADR'd. If you don't know what I mean, a good example.
Shaft cussing out the guy?
No, yeah, that's one. But another good example, every scene in this movie has ADR audio. When the cop first talks to Shaft, like when he meets him on the street, and his assistant officer racist, like when the both of them are talking, there's a part where Shaft sounds clearer than everybody. You know, this is supposed to when originally when they're talking, you hear more of the freaking ambient sound of New York around them. You can barely hear the two characters talking. All of a sudden, the third line comes around and Shaft is louder than everybody else. He's loud and clear.
Wow.
I caught that so many times. I said, you know what? That is this movie's boom mic from Dolomite.
I mean, and the thing of it is too, it's like I had to stop myself for a second. I'm like, did I get the edited version of this movie with the way the ADR was going and stuff? I was like, no, it's the right actual movie. I was like, no, it's the actual movie. So
you did not get an edited version. This was just, I mean, look, I get it. It's 1971. It's 1971. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm a degenerate like that, Gaddafi.
But like the thing of it is, too, it's fun.
Ever clear.
But like after Shaft beats Bumpy Jonas's guys, I like how Bumpy Jonas rolls back to the office, sits in Shaft's chair, and the Shaft was like, "Dude, what the fuck you doing in my chair? Get the fuck up! Like, come on, what are you doing?"
I like how he looks at him too. He just took one look at him like. Hey, let me get up. I got business to attend to. Tells his boy to go in the back to go outside.
So
I'm only going to be a minute.
Yeah. So basically, Bumpy Jonas's character essentially he goes to Shaft to hire him to be able to look for his daughter who got kidnapped. Essentially.
Yeah.
and Shaft is supposed to figure out who kidnapped his daughter and stuff. And at least for I would say all the way up until maybe about it was about up to like the 50-minute mark. Shaft is doing all this circle jerking to figure out where Jonas's daughter is and stuff. And it's actually funny the way the investigation just kind of goes because he's out there going door to door asking people questions and stuff like that, which surprise, surprise, obviously the mob is involved. The white mob obviously is involved in it. I mean,
I was really, of course, the Italian mob in New York. I was really surprised that we would have seen the inspiration of I'm looking for Nipsey. There's no Nipsey here.
Dynamite.
I was hoping I would have saw something like that. Like, come on,
Nipsey ain't here.
Yeah, because look, you're looking for a dude named Buford or something.
Buford.
You're looking for Buford. That would have been a perfect opportunity to give us inspiration for that scene.
Hey, look, between that and also, and I have to say this. So, there's a sex. I'm I would say very loosely. There's a sex scene in the movie, right? I had to laugh. We were talking about, well, you and D were talking about this and stuff, where D was like, "Huh, you see Shaft's ass, but we don't really see titties and stuff." And I think you was like, I mean, you're not gonna see full blown hardcore sex and stuff.
Like you're not. I mean, not only that. I mean, come on. It's 1971. It's Richard Roundtree. His sex power is in his mustache.
So you just gonna have this conversation about there being a sex scene without there being D here. It's like I'm like,
D was very disappointed. I'm just saying.
no, I was disappointed in the fact of how quick it was. I
Yeah.
think
Hey,
that's what
hey, it was like the
It
black
wasn't
dynamite.
that-
It was like the black dynamite thing where he looked like he doing push-ups and it's like dynamite.
Nah. Look. There was exertion. There was exertion there. In this one, all it was is, hey baby, lay back and let me just do the rest. Next thing you know, I see his ass cheek. And I'm like, okay, cool. And okay.
Clearly,
Her hands are
Richard,
shivering. Her hands are shivering. Okay, that was the scene. Huh.
No, we saw both hands. We saw both hands gripping back.
Yes.
all I'm saying is this.
Yes, but here, look, it's like this. Yes, very tasteful. But just for D, that was it.
That was it.
I mean,
It's
me,
1971. This is all
Look,
you're
look.
getting.
Look, Eris, again, I understand that. That was it.
See?
I mean, me. I was
See,
just.
you got to understand something, sir. It wouldn't be for another 6 years we would meet a very lovely woman by the name of Linda Lovelace that would teach us the entire meaning of sex scenes.
Deep throat.
No. It's like, no, this is actually what Eris is really what is saying to D is this. D, fucking technology on television was not that standard.
Like I said, Richard Roundtree, his sexual prowess is in his mustache.
Also, I have to sit there and say this. Nice ass, Richard.
Nice ass. Nice tight ass for a 1970s black man. Gotta give
Clearly
him that.
worked out. Must have been
Hey,
hitting the gym.
look. Deez is gonna say this because nobody else has mentioned it yet. I gotta say, there was dubbing in your voice, but not in that ass.
Yeah.
There's
See,
a lot of ADR, but not an ADR in that ass, though, brother.
Thank you, and
That is a good chocolate butt cheek.
D. I am glad. I'm glad that you caught on to the fact that this movie had a shit ton of ADR.
Hey,
I just look, dog. I noticed it like the third line. The third line, I was like, I'm sorry, what?
It was like every other third line. You just heard ADR out of nowhere.
I mean, you know.
Here's the-
Oh, go ahead.
Like look, actually, Chris, you're the best example of that. Chris, by a lot of people, y'all wouldn't know it to hear him on the mic, but in real life, he has a deep voice. Here's the problem about Chris's voice, and we have said it before. This nigga doing Quiet Storm DJing 7:30 to 12 a.m. 12 at midnight voice.
Full
All right,
disclo-
y'all. All
full
decent. Like,
disclosure.
how y'all doing, Washington D.C.? It's 45 degrees outside. Hope y'all good. That's his voice actually natural.
Full disclosure, that fucked up a lot of chicks in that fucking in that fan con meeting one time because I didn't have the mic on. They just heard the voice and it's like, oh, who's that? And I was like, oh, it's me, Chris.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Here's the fun part.
Took him out.
Here's the fun part. I'm not going to name the 3 girls that I seen that finally got the reaction of seeing Chris for who he was in real life. I won't name them. They're other content creators. God bless them. They are still out. But all of them had the same reaction. Ugh, he that skinny? I thought he was the fat one.
Man, okay, D's right on that one because it fucked him up. Like, huh?
I thought it was D to have that voice. I thought D was.
Wait, stop. This is the first I'm hearing of this. D, was I around?
No, you wasn't. No, you was around. Hey, Chris, Eris. Yes, you was around when that motherfucker canceled.
Yeah, but okay, so this happened.
Prior to that, though.
Wait.
probably
No,
one at a time.
was this at the pop up? Was this at Y Comic Con?
2 of them was at the pop up.
Oh, God.
2 of them was at the pop up. And one was, and Chris, you're gonna have to remind me. I forgot her name. We'll have a conversation about that one day. but she works in DC. I don't know if she's still here in DC anymore, but she she said the same thing. And just everybody just trying to match our faces and our voices.
Yeah.
But going back onto Chris's voice, that's what I'm talking about. If we were to dub Chris in, just to say on a regular city street, doesn't matter what city, there's a regular city street, and we're like filming them, more than likely, hey Chris, you're gonna have to go into ADR booth. We cannot get you on the mic.
Like it's a bomb be pissed off.
Me,
I
me,
was a
it's
Power
like
Ranger. Like I gotta pay all this money for ADR for this
exactly.
motherfucker.
He's like, look, like me. Yes, I'm a loud nigga. I got to boom my voice. I can do it. Even if I'm doing a low voice, I can still project my voice. Eris can too. Chris can't. Chris, for the love of God, I can poke him in the ass with a hot poker. He won't get louder than I want him to. So he needs a mic in front of him.
I can see Chaim right now. Chris, damn it, say the line. No way.
I gotta say something here because
I'm sorry. You say I had to pay all this ADR. To me, I thought Jason got ADR'd a lot. At least I thought. I don't know if I'm
I
wrong.
thought the second season when they had that whole financial dispute behind the scenes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there was ADR work. But anyways,
Yeah.
with me with money in the years, right? I laugh at the fact that all it took for freaking what's his face
Play for Shaft.
for Shaft the bribe Bunky was $20. You get somebody $20 now, they're gonna look at you like, yeah, I'm gonna need more, dog.
No, it wasn't $20. He said, I get $50 an hour plus expenses.
That
I thought
is.
Shaft said 50 because when he was bribing Bunky. That's what I was saying. When he was bribing him, he put that 20 out, and Bunky was like, "Oh yeah, I know who it is."
No. You talk
I'm
about that.
talking-
You talk about that Antonio. You talking about Antonio Fargas, man.
Yeah, I'm talking
When
about.
Antonio, yeah, he was talking about when he was talking to Bumpy earlier. When
Yeah,
he was talking
yeah.
to Bumpy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking
Bunky
about-
$50 an hour. I'm like, yeah, today I don't know if that shit will fly $50 an hour because I need
Hell
cash
yeah.
up front.
No. 50. I get paid $50 an hour. Let's do that in today's money. That's about $250 an hour. Hell
And I
yeah.
need half up front right now.
like,
Now the half up front. Okay, I got to be honest with you. Every time I hear, yeah, I need half now, half this. That's movie shit. I don't
That
think
is
that's how it
stupid
works in
movie
real
shit.
life.
I
That
mean, in
never works
today's
in real
world
life.
of people getting swindled, you might want to get half up front.
It's not even that. No, it's not even that, Chris. It's like, yeah, I know that man half at front, nigga. I ain't got the money now, and you don't have the resources now.
Well, how
Shut
about you?
up.
How about you suck my dick and figure it out yourself, then, motherfucker? Peace. I'm out. It's like, wow. I was just asking you to find my daughter. You don't want to find
Actually,
me?
I hate to stop everybody, but hey, Gaddafi, no. Apparently, all three of us have been catfishing different women.
these is facts.
These is
Yes,
facts. These is
it's
facts.
true.
Oh, so where's Eris? Oh, he's here. He's actually here. Or this one I got. Okay, so you're D. The tall one, that's CJ. Okay. That's your voice. Okay, so that's who you sound like. How you doing?
This all comes back to the fact that Jill Scott low-key listens to 3BG and was like, oh shit, that's D.
Don't do that. Don't do that. They don't know the story. They don't need to know that
They don't
story.
need to know this. They don't need to know
They
this.
don't need to know that story. The only one that need to know that story is my wife. Yeah, that's right. I'm hanging over that one lame ass story I got to say there.
But, short story, D could have got a three-way going with him, his wife, and Jill Scott. But you didn't hear that from me.
You know what, Chris? Why is it always a three-way? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about
Because I
D.
want you to live the dream, sir. All right?
Chris,
Jesus.
Eris, look, Eris, not Eris, Chris, here's the thing. Here's the real thing about D. It ain't a three-way. That's a dream for me. No, it's not. You think I want women fighting in the middle of...
Yeah, it'll immediately, it can go from being totally fun to the, that's right, to track 3 from Big Pun's Capital Punishment.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. 'cause I don't need no
No.
problem.
Who was in track 3? Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Eris, for that reference. Nah, more like what about Tracy Morgan? He said that y'all can get together. Next thing you know, 20 minutes later, you eat a hot dog to stare there like y'all selfish.
or you get that part in that Chris Rock movie where he was the comedian and stuff, and he detailed what happened on his first tour with him and Cedric, and they were supposed to have a three-way with a chick, and it ended up being Cedric fucking a chick, and Chris Rock sitting in the corner, like huddled together like this the whole time and shit. It is the funniest scene ever because it was basically his character as a comedian the first time out, and he thought he was gonna get some sex, and then Cedric ended up taking over the whole thing. I was fucking
Cedric
dying.
of all people, though. That's hilarious.
Oh man, but $50 an hour. Like Shaft was very adamant about that, even to the point that he knew that Bumpy could pay it. He was like, "Nah, $50 an hour, motherfucker. This is gonna go down. You're gonna pay me."
I like how he reached into his coat and said, "This should get you started." I looked at the size. I looked at the size of that envelope and I said, "Man, that looked like that
envelope."
No, it really didn't look that thick. First of all, that envelope was looking all crinkled up and shit. I was like, man, I would not be surprised if that was a whole ass $320 in there.
Hey, sir, first off, back
nigga, there was only I guarantee you, it was only 120 in that motherfucking dog.
120 and ones.
Thin as hell, didn't it?
And ones.
No, I'm talking about $320 in mostly tens and fives.
I know, right?
It's like, what the fuck? No, hold on, it's 1970. It's 71. So there's like about 17 $2 bills in there. There's a whole rack of them for no fucking reason. I like how there's a lot of twos in here, nigga.
Hey, you remember how like we were growing up, $2 bills was like a rare Pokemon, and now it's like the fucking like Ark of the Covenant and shit, like $2. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
As a person that works in retail, it's the Susan B. Anthony. It ain't the Sacagawea. It's the Susan B. Anthony coins. It's the Susan B. Anthony. It's the JFK 50-cent piece. And as you said, it's the $2 bill. But the $2 bills, you see them more than any of them.
Really?
And that's just, I think that's because a whole lot of white guys are really excited. Guess what I got?
It's really old white guys. We had one old white dude that bought Everclear from us at the liquor store, and he always had $2 bills on him whenever he paid. And I'm like,
and the white look, they always have that same reaction. Like, yeah, I got a whole lot.
But you never seen that before, youngster. And I'm like, sir,
yeah, I bet you never seen that before, motherfucker. I was born in '83. If you don't shut the hell up.
somehow I was born in '98 or some shit. It's like, come on, dog. Like,
man, Mister, like it's the same motherfuckers that were born in 1983. Like, yeah, kid, I bet you don't know what this is. That's a cassette tape.
All three of us are old enough. All three of us are at that point. We're old enough to remember when candy was 50 cents. I could buy a Starburst pack for 50 cents. And shit.
Actually, I'm mad that gum don't cost 25 cents no more. I'm mad at that.
Except for the one. Well, hold up. Do y'all have does y'all AutoZone have the fucking candies that you have to put the quarters in, or y'all don't have it?
Hell no.
No.
What? Oh, you're talking about those junks? No.
There's one in District Heights that has it.
No. Those are the motherfuckers. No. Those are different. But anyway.
Yeah, but still, it's also, I gotta say, I'm jealous of Richard Roundtree's perfect afro. That shit is like just perfect.
Actually, now that's the good question, Chris. What you more jealous for? Perfect afro, or that nice chocolate ass of his? That's actually a good question. That's a deciding factor. That's a breaking point for some people. I don't know.
It really is. It's like one or the other. If you get the ass, you get a.
That's an ass that can pump all night right there, though.
Meanwhile, your afro looks like Sam Jackson from fucking Unbreakable.
You know what? It's kind of funny. Before we go on them a little bit more, I just kind of feel some type of way looking at this movie and how seriously they take Shaft, and then you look at it how it is now, and even the one before that came out in 2000, how much of a caricature that Shaft became. It wasn't no longer the cop who was badass. It was more of Sam Jackson. I'm a motherfucking cop. My name is Shaft.
Even
down, tell you now, my name is Shaft.
And I mean, even down to like the scenes where Shaft is questioning people, is done in a way that feels very realistic. Like when he sees that brother walk out the store, and they don't show the conversation, like you don't hear it. You just see him talking to the guy outside the store, and it just works because it's like, oh, well, he's having a conversation with the guy.
He's treated as more of a detective. It's treated as a real detective. And the last Shaft, even the one that came in the 2000s, the one I'm gonna give more credit to because the last one came out, they were having fun. Cool, no problem with that. Yeah. But just real talk, it's not the first one. And even in this case, it's like, yeah, he's more of a detective. The first one, Sam Jackson, he was just an OP nigga That's all he was, just super OP. And you can make the argument that John Shaft is in this movie, but not at the
Feels
level of Sam
regular. I mean,
Jackson.
No, if there was any argument that I could make for John Shaft and freaking 71 Shaft is every conversation he has, the man is responding in "Can you dig it, baby?"
Exactly. Can you dig it better?
meanwhile, Shaft 2000. What's my name? I don't know. John Shaft. John Shaft. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
All you saw was bug eyes and just red teeth.
Blood.
John Shaft.
John Shaft.
That's a nigga that was scared.
Oh man, but you're talking. But going back to Dee's whole thing with the sex scene and stuff, I like how John perfectly has the magazine as he's ass naked on the fucking bed and shit as his girl just walks into the door and stuff. And I'm like, so you just knew she was just gonna come in there and just come straight to you.
I mean,
But the way
well,
she
no, see,
did it,
but
the
first of all,
way she did it though.
no, see, first of all, you knew that this was going to go down when she said, she's like, John, honey, what's wrong? I know something's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Like, what's the problem? I got two of them. I was born black and poor.
Transition.
No,
Like,
no, that was it. Like, just saying those two things. I was born black and poor. Panty dropper.
Done.
I was thinking to myself, I was, just being honest. And I know how everybody watches like older films and we think certain things. I just thought to myself watching that, that never, ever, 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 ever worked. Ever. That never worked. How was any of this work? But whatever. I just love the fact that she ran in there. What's wrong? That nigga's ass naked. What do you think is
But the
wrong?
transition was actually funny because they were embracing and stuff, and it just transitions to all of a sudden, boom, the picture of them with Shaft again having the "I'm smiling, but I'm not really smiling" look on his face, and her like she's smiling. It was actually pretty
No,
funny.
Amen.
no. Shaft's portrait picture, that nigga's smile again is all in that mustache.
I'm about to say all the mustache.
I
The
am
mustache
smiling.
doesn't smile for you.
Oh man, Black Dynamite fucked it up for me because immediately after this is when John is talking to his old friends and stuff. They're the gang, so to speak. I'm sorry. It was just like I'm sorry. Black Dynamite fucked it up for me because it was just like the militant turns around startled.
Actually,
What's going on?
that was that was the other thing I love. Did you love how everybody, like anybody that Shaft talked to that was black, they'd be like, "All right, man, take it easy, right on."
Well, except for these guys, when Shaft literally accuses them, Bumpy said it might be you that might did the kidnapping. And I like how everybody is laughing their ass off, like, "Oh boy, a fight's about to start."
I just look how everybody either says right on or they put up the Black Power fist.
Also, side note, did you like how old boy that got stabbed just dives into the fucking room?
I did like that. That was hilarious.
Nigga killed over for nothing.
It's like, oh my god, who stabbed you? I'm like, dog, you just literally just dived into the fucking room. I'm like,
But you know that I
Yeah,
love
yes. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, Gaddafi. I got it.
oh my
I
god,
know.
man. Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
the one thing that killed me is just the way that John Shaft just saw the Black Panthers. Like y'all just a bunch of niggas with guns that don't fix nothing.
It's like,
And
woo.
and I was thinking to myself, ooh, edgy, coming from the cop, the guys that got guns and don't fix nothing. Very edgy. But the thing that got me was I was like, God, that had to be the frame of thinking of black folk back then. You know what I mean? Like they really didn't fuck with the Black Panthers like that. Or just real shit. That was the shit Fred Hampton was talking about. You see how they turned against us, right? Like it's all in the media.
Oh my god, man. Yo, so
Sarcastically speaking, I'm in charge.
I just love the fact that though.
I'm
I
sorry.
just love the
I
fact
think
that
you says that and they did the hand slap.
the thing that killed me, was this. They was like, John looked at him was like, y'all got guns? Nah, none of us got guns. I be motherfucker. The one time, think about it. The one time you useless niggas don't got a gun. You
Oh,
need
but
one.
did you love how old boy, his boy called him fucking Judas, and I was like, see, Judas and the Black Priest, yay, Judas.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. I ain't no Judas. When he said that, I was like this.
Judas.
When he said that, I was like, I told
Don't
myself,
you call me
Chris.
no Judas.
Hey,
as
Chris,
he snatches the fucking scissors out of his hands.
I just no. The best part about that when he snatched the scissors out of his hand, the black girl, the black woman. No, baby, don't do that.
Nah. I like no. Wait,
I
did
just
you like?
how she
No,
just-
did you like that? No, did you like the scene right before it? Like
Staring
involving.
at
No,
shaft.
no. I'm talking about right before it when she goes, "What is this?"
She had the buffalo look like the fuck is going on.
I just
Like,
like how they told her. I like how they told her without telling her, sit down and just start knitting.
First of all, let me point out something else. Was money really like that in 1971 where you can say, sorry for your door, ma'am, I'll take care of it? You just
I gotta be
you just-
honest with you.
You slide her a $10 bill.
Well,
I was about to say,
$5
that was a
for the
$10 bill.
$5 for the door to be replaced and $5 tip to the guy that replaced the door. There you go.
I'm
Hey
like,
Chris. I know it was 1971. I don't think it was $5 goddamn to fix a fucking door.
go to
You
Heckingers.
just
Let's
kicked
go
in.
to Heckingers, get a door that's already made. Done.
First off, that's New York. Ain't no Heckingers. It's like some other store we don't know about that's in New York.
I know Heckinger's been around. Apparently, Heckinger's been around since the 1920s and stuff. So
In the DC area, nigga, not New York.
I thought it was. So
look, it's New York. It's 1971. All you got to do is just go about 20 blocks downtown, hit up Roy Allen's hardware store. You're good to go.
Hey, Eris,
Brooklyn.
can we go by Mort's Wig Shop?
Corey's wig shop.
I see, look, Eris, I heard the wigs are pretty good. He jumped backwards in the pool. There was a whole lot of bitches around him.
How about we go to Brooklyn to Paul's Boutique?
Look,
Ask for Janice.
Look, D. It's 1971. It's your fantasy. We can go to any fictional location you want.
Hey, side note though, before Shaft and the other dude go after the fucking killer, did you like how everybody ate them fucking Tommy gun bullets in that fucking damn stairwell though?
Yo, did you see my one nigga oversell that shit and fall down the steps? That was awesome.
And fall down.
Now let me ask you.
Hey,
No,
look. Shout out to our boy.
I gotta ask. So, who do you think oversold the falling down the stairs after getting lit up with bullets? My man here, or freaking General Fatupsky from Rambo 2 and Beverly Hills Cop?
I don't know, man. This guy at Shaft was really trying to go for the fucking Oscar right there for your consideration. Roscoe Shaft, 1971.
I'm just
saying,
saying.
real with you.
I'm just saying. Ever since we did the Beverly Hills Cop one, man, when my man Victor Maitland got lit up with the bullets, I'm like, it just seemed like such an unnecessary shot of having him roll down the stairs after getting shot up.
Me personally, it goes to the many guards that ate the bullets for fucking John Matrix going down the stairs.
Somebody coming off their coffee break like, oh shit, Matrix.
Man, just imagine that shit. Yo, bro, I'm trying to go over to the GameStop tomorrow, nigga. Trying to pick that. Oh shit, there.
Just Matrix. Oh shit.
Oh shit, it's John Matrix, son.
Shut the fuck up, Ferris.
Sorry, we need to do. There needs to be a deleted scene where we film the one guardsman that faked his death and shit to keep from not getting killed.
Oh my
He
God.
opens his eyes and it's like, is the coast clear? Okay, let me take off the uniform and tie myself up like I got beat up.
Oh my God, that's funny shit.
Chris, you forgot. You take off the uniform, you wipe off someone else's blood.
You know what's the best part? Look, shout out to our boy Gary. If that was our boy Gary doing that stunt, Gary would have did a backflip and fell right down the stairs. Would have nailed it. Would have fucking nailed it too.
Like, all right, Gary, all right, cut. Hey, Gary, you all right? I mean, I got this back pad, but fuck.
Actually, no. All right, Gary hears this, he's gonna kill me for it, but he knows it's funny. All right, hey Gary, how you feel? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have a shooting pains in my neck. You all right? Anyway.
slaps him on the back.
Shit like put some big gay on it. Big guy, you'll be all right. hey, give a hand to the stunt guy. All right, get your $15 and get the fuck out.
Like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You let Crondon take you out.
Get your swollen. look, Gary, like, that's all I get. Look, this is all I get. And a white producer, get your swollen ass about it.
If we're gonna make it timely,
like you
sorry. It's Jeff Johns that says that shit. Get your black ass out.
No, it'd be that'd be motherfucking Ryan Coogler. Now you get your black. He did that shit on Black Panther. Yo, but no. Look, hey Gary, we said that because you love you. Now, why we said all that? Here's Gary. Yeah, they do be. They be coming short with them paychecks, nigga.
It do be like that sometimes.
Like okay, Friday where you just looking up like, what is this? What is this? Ain't enough.
Said like $15. Look, why when I said $50? Hey Gary, it be feeling that way.
Say, nigga, you seen gas prices? You know what the deal is. You see my truck.
Like, I got a motorcycle not because it's cool. I'm trying to burn that much gas. I'm doing this shit to be for my health.
Yo, but here's the thing: the guy that did the Tommy gun killing, right? This guy is leaving bodies because when Shaft and Old Boy runs after him, he already knifes the dude out on the fucking streets and shit because the body is literally just sitting right there in front of the stairwell when they go upside outside and shit. I'm like, damn,
yo, man, they did the whole fucking village, bro. I'm like, yo,
this man went on a killing spree.
And I was thinking about who the fuck did it? Bumpy. Why? And I'm like, why would Bumpy even do that shit? And then he approached Bumpy. Bumpy was like, oops.
My bad, dog. I was falling out right now.
Oh, damn. He was over there.
He's like, why'd you do it? Like we knew that you did that. Oh, for real?
Word? Damn shame.
Yeah, hit him with the Dave Chappelle. Oh, word?
Word? Hey, man, y'all want to get some chicken and waffles right now?
Oh my god!
No, it's 1971. It's 1971 Harlem. Say word, son.
Say word. Chicken and waffles, Shaft. Chicken and waffles.
Nah, you forgot. This New York City. This New York City in 1971. Come on, man, calm down. You want some crack cocaine?
Like
smooth.
Like nose candy, baby.
Ain't you trying to hit some? You trying to get some of this angel dust, my nigga?
That right there.
That nose can't. Like, that nose candy make you dandy.
Make you dandy.
So,
like this is my favorite. Like this is my favorite white girl. I call her Brittany.
Oh my god! Yeah, look. The way we're talking, might as well just say it. And the fun really starts with Snoop Dogg. We all Snoop
Dogg, what are you doing to Shaft? Well, I time traveled, you see.
I can time travel. Snibbity bibbity. Snibbity bibbity.
I'm sorry, yo.
Snibbity.
Bibbity. There are so many people that live a motif. I swear, when they announced Def Jam Fight for New York, I laughed my ass off at the 1970s motif that Snoop Dogg's character had in that game with the fucking hat, the jacket. I was like, oh my god.
I think the only thing that made it surprising was that because it's Snoop, it was red.
I know, right?
You know the thing that made me sick? The thing that made me sick wasn't that. It was the fact that the game had the fucking goal to give this nigga a Rob Liefeld chest. And I was like, yo.
Sir. Hey. At least we got HGH version of Busta Rhymes in the game, so I'm just saying.
Oh man. I like how we got slightly less fat pun. We had Sean Paul drop kicking people.
Be slightly less fat Joe.
That's what I said. What'd I say?
You said pun.
Yeah, pun.
Oh man,
you said, in my personal opinion, a better rapper.
No. Your personal opinion. I mean, we all have ears.
So we got barefoot country ass fucking David Banner and Bone Crusher.
Well, his motif, he was supposed to be like Hulk.
You know what? I told this to my wife the other day. And I'm gonna tell everybody. I hate each and every one of you motherfuckers that know who I am and know me. No, I don't like Bone Crusher. No, I don't know that motherfucker. No, we're not related. No, I don't like that song. I didn't like that song.
Attention!
And look, hey, Eris
Remix,
know this.
remix.
Eris know this. I didn't like it until this remix.
Side note, I'd like to congratulate each and every person for doing my job because I would have made them fucking Bone Crusher jokes. No joke.
Oh
So,
my god! Look! I got two of them in my life. One
Side to
side to
side.
side.
dog, you want to
Be
dead?
dead. You be
Dead.
dead. Me. Look, how was that? I'm sorry. That is one of the lamest rhymes that Cameron has ever done.
I know my
But
soldiers,
but hold on,
niggas, they want it, don't stop, get it.
Hey, that line for Cam was one of the worst lines that Cam has ever done. Real talk. Top 10
No, it's not.
is no, but hold on. It's one of the worst ever eras, but real talk. Top 10 hardest bars that Cam has ever said. It's lame. It's lame. When you look at the lyrics on paper, it's lame. And then you play the song. It's like this is the dopest shit ever. That's why Killer Cam is my hero, young. That's why that nigga just had his birthday. Happy birthday to my nigga Killer Cam. Yes, I did that. I had to curve it into his birthday because I love Cam Raw, nigga.
If you've been following his
But
IG,
no.
if you've been
But
following
Chris,
his IG, he fucked the soccer mom on his IG.
oh yes, he did. That was hilarious. Anyway, by the
Anyways,
way, Eris, we got to talk about that. But anyway, but one more thing. Yeah, for me, there was two people. It was Bone Crusher and Mark Henry. Mark Henry was the one that I accepted and I grew with and I took it. And because I took it like a man, people respect me. Hey, what's up, Mark Henry? Like, what's up, nigga? I liked it because real talk, as much as I'm not a big Mark Henry fan, I love Mark Henry. That's the world's strongest man. Come on, nigga. He fucked the old white lady and she gave birth to a hand. How am I gonna hate
also
that shit?
side note, D got his life when he realized that him and Big E are kind of almost the same size to a
Oh my
degree.
God, no. Me and Big E are the same height. Me
Yeah,
and
he got his life like, oh my God, I could be Big E.
how in the world is look, me and Kofi are the same height. I'm probably an inch taller than Big E, maybe at the most.
Good day.
And you are looking over all of New Day like, wow, really, Big E? You're as tall as D. That's it. That's all you can muster. And I'm thinking to myself, Big E can snap me and Chris in half.
The funnier, the funnier part was I think it was Awesome Con when I caught freaking Austin Creed. I caught Xavier Woods. Like when I went to go take his picture with him, I was like, "Oh shit, we the same height.
That's my cousin.
That's my cousin."
I gotta ask you guys this though. Did you love how Shaft, again, this is why I love Black Dynamite. He just busts up in fucking Bumpy Jones's fucking room, the place, and just throws down the money. And again, I did grossly underestimate how small that envelope was. That shit was fucking small as
That
shit.
shit was small, dog.
Motherfucker slapped that
Yeah.
shit down like it was the big Joker in fucking in space and shit. Just like bam, the fuck, man.
I'm sorry. You can't throw that out there. Don't throw it down like a big joker.
He really did. He threw that shit down like, motherfucker, you told us that your daughter got kidnapped. And I like how Bumpy was like, hey, look, I didn't lie to you that she
I
got
lie
kidnapped.
about that shit.
But I didn't say the Panthers kidnapped her though, so just saying.
I didn't say that. Now, the fact that you went in there and caused a big ass gunfight, that's not on me.
True.
I didn't tell you to go there.
As he's drinking cognac and smoking a cigar.
Look.
I told you to look for that nigga Buford.
That being said, look at the three black geeks as a juror. Yeah, he right, man. Yeah, John, you going to jail, nigga. Yeah. He's actually right. Bumpy right. And the old pimps, man. Them old pimps know the law.
Because old boy with Shaft was basically like just trying to sit there and pull the Black Panther shit on Bumpy. Like, man, I got a lot of brothers and sisters in jail, and Bumpy just looking at him like, I mean, that's cool. I mean, how much you want to get him out of jail for? And we said 10 grand a head. Bumpy was like, all right, whatever.
You 10 grand ahead. You 10 grand ahead. Yeah, whatever.
No,
So
I did
two,
like no, I did like when he said 10 grand ahead, right? And he said, "Okay, all right, whatever." Now, when Shaft asked him later in the movie, "So did you get the people?" Got about nine.
so, so you mean to tell me he only
Let me
put
get
up
this right.
$90,000, not a full
Let me
100?
get this shit right. Let me get this shit right. You
90K.
mean to tell me? You mean to tell me you have thousands of dollars in 1971 money, and all you can muster was 9 niggas around the way?
90K. 90K is all you can muster. Ain't that a bitch?
I got look. I'm thinking to myself, look. I understand that Uptown is not as big as I think it is, but I know Uptown is full of people. You mean to tell me you can only get 9 niggas in Harlem to agree to this shit?
Bro, the fact that there was the fact that it was only nine dudes, I was like, why such an odd number?
Here's the funny thing.
Fuck you.
But you know what's funny? I like how Shaft saw those negotiations and then looked at Bumpy like, I mean, he's worth 10, but I'm worth 20, so you're gonna have to run that money, you
So,
know?
I'm gonna need you to double that up right
Double
now,
that up right now.
not later, not after the fact. I want it now.
And
Yep.
then Bumpy got the audacity to be like, I mean, I know I've been hustled, so you right. My bad. Shit.
Like,
I'm thinking to myself, hey Bumpy,
besides, this is the last y'all gonna see me for the rest of this movie anyway.
Moses
shut up.
and scene. And Moses Gunn was like, y'all crackers need me. I'm taking my ass
All
home.
right. I'll see y'all later, Richard. It's been a pleasure working with you. I'm going back home to see my wife. And if man, I'll next time you see me, I will be playing slave number two again.
Again?
Roots again.
It's always like that. I had to say that because come on, man, it's 1970s, bruh. It's either black exploitation or sorry, boss.
Oh no,
It's
no,
one of the two.
no, no,
It's
no.
Ooh,
one of the two.
ooh. Speaking of
If I want
speaking,
to make it timely, because it was around the same time, next time you see me, Richard, I'm gonna be in this show called Kung Fu with a man called Bruce Lee. It should be great. Should be great. Should be awesome.
well,
No,
I'm
here's
sorry.
Richard. No, Richard Roundtree because he's young. Oh man, I know about that cat. Yeah, this little Chinese fella, man. He all short. I love him, man. Hope that really works out for you. Yeah, I hope it does
I
too.
hope it works out. Kung Fu, starring David Carradine.
Moses Gunn gets on set. So, where's this Bruce Lee fella I heard about? Oh, we meant to tell you, Moses. Just
It's
David Carradine.
Also, and
like,
also, we need you to play this role. Okay, I'm playing horse breeder number. Ah, damn it again.
I no. Hey Chris, check it out. Like, it's 1971. Like Bruce Lee. I heard he went off to Thailand to be in some shitty movie, whatever it is. I don't like. It's not like he's gonna be a big star from it.
Hey, look, here's Richard. Hey,
Ah,
man, look, here's Richard Roundtree. Hey, man, next time you see that cat, tell him he need to stop smoking all that weed. You never know what somebody could put in you, dig?
But give him this bottle of Hennessy on me, Shaft.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think that's what killed it. It wasn't him smoking too much in the pills. Nah, that nigga drunk too much hen dog, and the hen dog fight back hit stronger
Shit,
than Bruce
like,
Lee.
shit.
I
I'm
mean,
serious.
this is 1971. You mentioned Kung Fu, dude. That was the same year that he put out the Big Boss and
I
turned
know,
him
Let's
into
just,
right?
like the and
let's just
turned
be
him and it
honest.
turned him into like the biggest international star. Well, it turned into the biggest star in overseas.
Here's the funny thing about Bruce Lee, and I hate that we got to divert over to Bruce Lee like that. But here's the best thing about him: even before he did all that, he was already known around Hollywood anyway.
Yep.
They already knew he was going to be one of the big stars. Remember that like that year before that 1 year where they was putting out Jackie Chan shit
Yeah,
that came out overseas already, and
yeah,
America was like, this nigga's going to be the next big star. We just waiting for that one movie, and then bam, Rush Hour came out, and he became a superstar.
yeah,
It's sort of like that. They were just waiting for him to have that big hit.
yep. I mean, it's wild. I mean, but so Shaft decides he's going to trap the mobsters that kidnapped Bumpy's daughter by virtue of basically faking as though he's a bartender at a bar and stuff. And he's talking.
There's something I noticed. There's a bunch of just a handful of scenes, not a lot of them, where he would get on the phone. He'd be like, "Yeah, do this, do that. All right, bet. And then the plan will be implemented. And that's cool. We saw that same thing happen in a guy from Harlem, and nothing came of those phone calls. You remember there was like almost a solid 15 minutes of this nigga hopping on the phone, hang it up, pick it up, hang it up, pick it up, and nothing happened. And I'm thinking to myself watching this one, I was like, so the nigga that wrote that movie is like, yeah, we gotta put him on the phone because he's making calls, because he's the man, you see?
So, shot note. Are the glasses they're drinking out of? Are they supposed to be sipping glasses or shot glasses? Because
Those
I
look like
couldn't tell.
those look
They
like
look
shot
like
glasses.
sipping glasses to me, but I can't
the
tell. I
shaft
couldn't
was
tell.
wolfing down them fucking drinks like it wasn't
No,
shit.
if it's skinny, like if it's that type of skinny glass, those are definitely shot glasses.
Because them white dudes were nursing them
Because
drinks, and shaft was just.
because you got shot glasses that come in like they come in like few different sizes, and I happen to have some. Like you got you got the little half a shot glass, and then you got the little skinnier ones, and that one that Shaft had, that was definitely a shot.
You like how the white guy that asked her for a drink and stuff said then it was like, I'm buying a drink for this girl over there. She got groovy boobs. I'm like, who the fuck says groovy
First
boobs?
of all, no, no,
I
no,
said,
no,
you know
no,
who the
no.
fuck?
It
Actually, you
wasn't
know what?
groovy.
You
It was
asked.
not. It was not groovy. I believe the word that he used was, uh, yeah, the titillating boobs.
He used both. He used both. The
Yeah,
groovy
groovy and
boobs
titillating
and
boobs.
titillated boobs. Now you said, Chris, what kind of man would say that? I tell you, a gay man in 1971. Because I told her I was gay. She's like, what does that mean?
We'll still fuck. What are you talking about?
like that's how the 70s roll. Even if you were a gay man, you had to pound that pussy, nigga. Come on now.
um
Come on now. Come on now.
so
There was a lot more. Look, see, unlike now where there's allies, back then, I can change them.
it's possible.
There
It
was
could
more
work.
challengers. Let's put it that. There was a lot more challengers at the time.
We all of a sudden the Alpha 3, we got a new challenger.
Just imagine that shit. You finally are settled in your brain. Yeah, I'm gay. And then that hot chick that you thought you always wanted, but now you're gay, you don't want. All of a sudden, here comes a new
No,
chick.
Well, I mean,
no,
let's be real about this. I know we're jumping into a different era, the 80s, but there were a lot of women that were doing that to George Michael. Even though he
Yeah,
was out there like, I'm gay, and I'm
but
like,
George Michael was see that's the funny thing. I can't say about George Michael, but there were a lot of gay men at that time, even into the 90s and probably even now that are just leaving double lives.
well,
And then there are just and
Taylor.
then there are people like George, I want to say George Michael, but like David Bowie was like, look, every now and then, look,
Sometimes you gotta suck a dick.
sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Him and Steven Tyler, both of them. We know they did
Nah, Steven Tyler, look, Steven like, nah, nigga, I ain't fuck no dudes. Now, he could suck my dick.
that. I ain't gay, but he can suck my dick.
and
Hey
no,
man, it was a
and
pot.
no, and no. I will not write a song about it afterwards.
Nah, not like that little fruit killer. Not like that little gay nigga over there. And David Bowie, we wasn't gay that one night, darling.
Look, you know what? Look,
No, he was like
problematic.
this. He was like this. Like this. Rod Stewart was in here too. Here's Rod Stewart. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I told you about that shit. I told you about that shit. I wasn't even a part of it. I was drunk. I didn't like it.
Rod Stewart just looks like a guy that just looks at David Bowie like, I fucking hate you, David. I hate you.
Like Rod Stewart to me always came off like the Sam's Club soda version of David Bowie. Cause it's
Per-
just that one song to me. Come on, that one rapey song. I saw you walking out the Saturday night. Don't you want
but
me, baby?
baby,
And I'm thinking to myself, this is the most rapey song.
this is the most controlling song ever.
Don't you want me? Oh.
Oh.
Hey, that shit go though. Low though. I'll be honest with you. That beat go though, nigga.
Hey, look. When I
That
saw,
beat slap.
here's how I knew that song slap. Right, DJ D Nice mixed that shit in with some like I think with some Earth, Wind and Fire, and I was like, God damn, that song does slap as shit. Like, God,
Nah. Yo, the day that killed me. I had a young girl that worked at my job, right? she never heard fuck well George Michael, and not George Michael, Wham, and and we were all singing. She just looking at us like, "Why y'all singing this Corey song?" And then the hook coming, do 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 da. We was all singing that like this shit go, nigga. Somebody tell me, don't you do like that shit go,
I
nigga.
know. So no,
To
so
give
so
you money, to give you money.
yeah, I gotta say this.
That shit go, nigga.
Did you love how Shaft did the whole code shit when he was calling the guy to get the cops there and stuff to make it seem like he was calling a girlfriend to come
I
there?
like also, yeah, I also like how they had the lights on in that other room, but they just kept darting looking out. Like they making it obvious though, yeah.
Yo, but then the dude had the audacity. Look, there are certain things as a white person you don't do. Spitting in a black person's face that really would take a swing at you is probably not the smartest of ideas.
Even while you're being arrested by the cop, that
Maybe
will not save you.
that
No, no,
white
see
cop
that,
was
see
not
that's
going to save you, sir.
thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Chris. All that was white privilege swinging aimlessly. That was that one.
Because let me tell you something, George, that white George that arrested that guy was not going to save you because white George was like, well, he did throw it, you did spit in his face, so yeah, that
Oh
comes.
man, no,
Like
look,
you
I
spit,
don't
like,
like that coon, but here's
first,
a
look. First of all, you're gonna spit in this man's face as I'm reading you your rights.
Thank you. And I like how you tell Shaft, you got a towel, man. This guy's bleeding all over my uniform.
You took
Hey,
a
John,
whole
man, you
ass,
gotta be considerate next
you
time,
took
nigga.
a whole ass bottle to that man's skull.
And then next scene, Shaft rails a white woman in the shower. It's great.
Oh, it was
Yo,
great.
I
It
love that
was
because he was
great.
like, "Hey, baby, won't you just stay over there real quick, man?" It was
I'm gonna take
basically
me.
like, hey,
I'm gonna take me a
like
shower.
keep your scrawny ass over there. I'm gonna bang you out. I couldn't wait, bitch. I was waiting on you. Ha ha. Yeah. Now let's linger on your naked body longer than the black woman's. Right. Right and sing. There we go. That
Real
was
talk,
excellent.
real talk, D. That was I would say that was a score more for black people, like for black
Eh,
men. It was a score. You want to know why? Come on, think about it. It was kind of like playing the taboo of black man, like black man slaying a white woman in 1971.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a fu. That was a fu. I remember my dad saying that was a big thing, and
Yeah.
he was in the movie theaters when they my dad was in the movie theaters when it happened. He said, "Man, everybody was like, whoa!" All the brothers like, "Hell yeah!" and all the black guys like, He said, all,
I mean, come on, let's be real. You a militant ass sister, you see Shaft fucking a white woman, you be like,
Like you say, but
mm.
you say, but you don't. You're not thinking. It's mind games.
It's mine. Now here's the thing that killed, but that's the funny thing. I laugh because Shaft at this point or Shaft at this point has already slept with his normal girlfriend, and she's only had 5 words of dialogue. Meanwhile, the white girl gets a full 2 lines, and I died
and
laughing
also
noticing
sucks
that.
Shaft's finger like she wants to suck his dick, so there's that.
I
So
just love how the next day he was like, yeah, so check this shit out. I'm gonna need you to cut out.
My man says, he's like, hey, it's time for you to split. I got business to handle.
Yo, anytime I gotta say, yo,
Skedaddle.
anytime a black man who was born before 1960 used the word split, you need to go.
Now today you tell that to a white chick, they're gonna look at you like you got lobsters crawling out your
Okay,
ears.
no, you like,
I
hey,
would
hey,
have looked.
baby. Like you walk over to a girl, a white woman, and say, "Hey, yo, baby, you got to split." I'm sorry, split. Okay, Coolsville.
No, see, I'm gonna go ahead and be that. I'm gonna go ahead and be that one dork and be like, "Hey, baby, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm gonna need you to skadoosh."
Oh no,
Skedaddle.
no, no, no. The best one of all time. I got a question for you. Why are you
Why
still
you
here?
still here?
That was excellent. That was just excellent.
Oh my god! But
It's
what
just
had me roll?
perfect. It just perfectly announces how much you do not give a shit about the other person.
But I just like how when Shaft got back to his apartment, old girl's
What?
still in the bed and shit. And I'm like, so yeah, Shaft is like, hey baby, what are you doing here? The party's over. You got to go.
Then on top of that, when she leaves, he's like, man, why don't you close the door for me? So look, I gotta tell you, You're amazing in the sack, but you're real shitty afterwards.
I mean,
It's like another time, different energy. Like, I'll see you later. Close the door for me, will you? Close it yourself, shitty.
Here's me, 1971. That was hilarious. Me now, very clever, Amber. Very
Very
clever.
clever.
it's like you called her Amber.
But here's the thing.
You know, D. First of all, look, man, you cannot be this lazy. You know damn well her name was Rachel.
and you're right, Eris. It's like this. I forgot. Ambers didn't start popping up until after 1976. I'm sorry. You're right.
Side note, you know, I talked about this in Cobra when Cobra had his gun pieces in the fucking fridge. Bruh, Shaft, why do you got a gun inside the fridge?
No,
Yeah,
no, fuck that, Chef. Why do you have this many slices of pizza?
I know, right?
Perfectly stacked.
Well, it's New York first off, so of course it's perfectly stacked pizza.
But how you heating that shit? Oh, oven. Never mind. Oven.
No, hot plate, sir. Hot plate.
No hot plate. Yeah.
It's a hot plate. Hot plate.
You know what, Chris? Stop going for the old Negro reliable.
Hey, hot plates are old Negro
The
reliable.
nigga reliable. Old hot plate. And I bought that in 1987. It's been working since then. Now I know it take a little bit longer to heat up, but when that bitch heat up, man, it's over. I
Let
can
me tell you
cook
something.
everything.
Look, have y'all watched them YouTube cooking shows where people be using a hot plate? And I'm like, but guys, you have a fucking stove behind you. Why are you using a goddamn hot plate to cook this stuff? I
But
don't.
then it get me, and I was like, that's some white people shit. That's some white people shit. I learned all these clever things to cook on a hot plate. I'm like this, yeah. And when my uncle did it, you called him a con man. You know what?
I'm sorry. I saw that flaming hot Cheetos macaroni. I was like, fuck you. I hate
Yeah. I think white
Kiss
people
my ass.
know. I think white people know they're disgusting, and they're just saying, "Let's just tape everything we do."
No, kiss my ass. I saw, like, look, I could deal with flaming hot Cheetos, powdered, like fried chicken. All right, that's some nigga shit right
Okay,
there.
that's some nigga
Fine.
shit. Yeah,
All right,
some
cool.
girl was gonna a girl named Joanna was gonna do that
Yeah,
eventually.
I'm
Anyway.
fine with that. In fact, I've heard it actually doesn't taste too bad. I'm not gonna try that shit because I'm a decent human being. I'm not gonna
Hey
do
Chris, you respect your fucking asshole. That's all.
that. As somebody that every once in a blue moon, I'll eat some flaming hot Cheetos. Yeah, I respect my asshole. No, I don't.
Flavor,
No.
yo.
Liquefied.
Yo, the reason why I don't like
First of all,
flavor hot Cheetos.
liquefied flavor hot Cheetos at that.
Thank you.
Yo, the reason why I don't like flaming hot Cheetos is because it reminded me of a joke that was on Family Guy. He's like, yeah, I'ma scare you. Like the first time somebody eats beets, he eats beets when they go to the toilet. Yeah! Oh. That's what happened to me. I ate some flaming hot Cheetos. About 5 hours later, oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God. Whew, I thought I was dead. I'm not doing that again. Nah, this is a once a year thing.
Now, you eat fried chicken and you're tearing it up, and all of a sudden your body was like, "Was it good, Chris?" Yeah. Well, pack your bags.
Hey man, I got a question, man. Hey man, you got any like Vaseline, like like some cooling mist type of like some healing jelly, like something like that, something to
I need
make
an
me
entire jar of petroleum.
That is
yeah.
the
Like,
type of
hey, like I don't know, nigga. But you can sit down right there. I look for now. I don't feel like sitting right now.
that is the type of bowel movement where you gotta take all your clothes off and perfectly fold them next to you.
Just imagine Chris go in there wearing a regular full suit. He come out he come back out the toilet. That nigga got his pants on, got a white beat on. He's sweating hard as shit. Hold on, Chris. Glasses off. One eye's redder than the other.
Wait, hey D, you know what he's, you know when you tell him. Fuck it, I'll add it. Chris got on one sock.
See, here's the fucked up part. I think People be thinking them Twitter jokes about like dudes be taking off their clothes and take a dump, and it's really serious. It's not a joke, people. That is a serious thing.
Nigga, you want to be comfortable.
I mean, you're in home court at home. It's like, nah, bro, I am not messing up my clothes for this shit. No.
I'm dead serious. That one sock thing, that's a real thing.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't jump in the shower and then all of a sudden you got shit.
No, if I can relate, no, hey Chris, if I can relate this to Shaft, I can see you like the moment you run in and be like, "Hey, look, man, why don't you just have a seat real quick? Like you should be good to go in a minute." I don't like your seat. When Shaft, remember when Shaft told him that? Like, take a chair there, Shaft. I don't like your chair.
Sit down, nigga. I can't.
I can't. I swear to God. Yo, but here's no.
I can't stop laughing.
I'm sorry, but you know what was funny even more though? When Shaft is sitting down with the Italian mobster, and the dude just orders espresso, and I had to stop for a second. I was like, "Could you order espresso in the 1970s?" And my dumb ass just in my head was like, "Espressos invented in the 1970s?" I think it was. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, of course, Chris. This isn't.
I know it's just in my head. It's just I don't know why I had to think about it. It was like espressos.
Well, you gotta think, Chris. We live in the era now of every goddamn blend of macchiatos and lattes and frappuccinos.
To get an espresso.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why we live in an era where all that shit is like super common. Back then, seeing it in the movie. First of all, when Shaft asks for an espresso, he's up to something.
Oh yeah, of course.
Also, espressos lasted existed since like around about the 20s and 30s, but it was always like I wouldn't say a rich thing, but it was high class. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was a high class thing. It's like this. It was like the people that go to Marco's instead of going to Pizza Hut. It's sort of like that.
First of all, the
nigga, it's like this. I like an espresso. Just get the 45-cent coffee, nigga.
No,
Shut the fuck up.
No, AD. When you asked for an espresso in 1971, that is the coffee version of "Ooh, you fancy."
No, that's like, can I get an espresso? That is the version of saying, can I get this free ranged and organic? Can he like both?
Free ranged and organic.
I don't want to leave no carbon footprint whatsoever.
I gotta ask you guys.
And can you mix it with just a splash of steamed Austrian goat milk?
Oh, also because I'm a millennial and I'm white and I have no real culture, can you put a little avocado in there? Just a little bit of avocado, not a whole lot. Damn it.
First off, this is
This whole fucking episode. This whole fucking episode. I swear to God.
This is why I could never work. I would never be able to work inside of a Starbucks. As soon as somebody was like, "Can I get a dash of coconut milk?" and I'll be like, "You don't get some regular ass fucking 2% milk and be happy." God damn it!
Hey, Chris, no, be real. This is you. Can I get a venti? This is bullshit.
Venti is not large. All right.
Just tell me what size you want, bitch. Yo, Chris, we done told you. This is the third time. Now, this time we promise we gonna fire you this time.
But you make the drink so well, even though you're very angry.
God damn it, you make the hearts perfect.
No, the Leafs. The Leafs. They're so perfect.
It was the Leafs. Yeah, I'm sorry, not the hearts, the Leafs. You made the Leafs so perfect. We would be able to, we would have got rid of you if Nicole would learn how to do it. I'm trying to learn shit.
I didn't go 4 years of art school just to do leaves. God damn it.
Chris over there all mad and shit. Bitch gonna tell me she want a coffee.
In my eyes.
Nah. Like she won't tell me she want a tea. So I get her tea. She's like, this ain't Forest Green. I'm like, bitch, it's tea. Look, here's me. Hey Chris, where all this bass coming from?
Got a lot of bass in your voice for Susan over there, don't you?
God,
Yo, can I ask you guys this?
Understand this? I don't know where this aggression.
I gotta ask you guys this, right? There's a part of me that laughs whenever they do scenes where there's a black guy tailing a group of people, white people especially, I'd laugh because it feels like so obvious in a way, like the lone black guy following these group of people. Because when the Black Panther guys are following Shaft, I was like, they are making it so obvious that they're following.
Everybody's stealth skills in this game would get alerted very quickly if it was Hitman. You know
First,
what I mean?
no, D, no, D. You want to know everybody's stealth? Everybody's stealth percentage is like blood red at this movie.
Yo, everybody's stealth percentage right now. If this is Metal Gear, it'd be like -10.
Be in the orange, it'd be the caution the whole time. It's like, so they know somebody's following them, but they just can't tell who.
The only time that everybody's stealth was like literally on 85 to 90 was at the end of the movie.
Yo, if you were the person controlling the dude that was following Shaft, you know how every time you get too close, your controller will rumble. It's
Yeah.
in constant rumble mode,
Actually,
just rumbling the whole time. Like, nigga, let him walk away.
you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys played remember the Driver series, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, fuck you! I already know what you're about to say.
The bullshit fucking tail mission in Driver 2.
I hated all of them.
Me and my brother,
Each
I
and
swear
every
to
one
God,
of them.
I beat that game one time. I was like, fuck you, game. I'm not touching you anymore.
Driver 1. Everybody like, oh man, Driver 1 is such a classic. It could kiss my ass.
Driver
you know
2
how long
was
it
slightly
took me
better,
to
but
beat
yeah,
me?
Driver 1 was dumb.
Driver 2, oh my god, was such an upgrade. Good lord.
But yeah, they follow you, and it's like the tail knows you're there. But I'm like, dog, I'm like 10 cars back. How the fuck did it know I was here? So Shaft has a guy. They get to where they're holding up Bumpy's daughter, and they have like a little bit of a standoff and stuff.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, Chris. Real quick before we get to the last stand, I do want to mention the isms that was used in that espresso scene.
Yes, please.
My man's like, "Hey, I haven't finished my coffee. Like, I haven't finished my espresso. Why don't you sit down and have a cup? I'm sure they'll put some garlic in it for you if you're nice."
It's like what garlic is like.
I'm like, yo, this is what
garlic.
like, no, this is what happens when you have a character who clearly sees this man as Italian. You are gonna fuck with him and throw the isms out there because he clearly threw isms at you first.
I mean, is it an ism? He's still a white guy. I mean, you know.
I'm just saying, Chris. I mean, come on, think back to New Jack City. Hey man, next time you come back here, I make some collard green linguinis, chicken Alfredo, chitlins Alfredo.
Stares in disapproving Italian. Hey, you know what, man? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask this question. Yo, Italians, why haven't you done collard green linguini? That's all I'm saying. Right there. It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. It's right there. But you want to know why? Because the idea was already thought of by a black man.
Was it copyrighted though?
It doesn't matter. The idea came up. It was, it became famous in the movie. So if they were to do it, they would forever have to recognize that an Italian dish that's not theirs came from the idea of a black man who was shitting on a fucking numbers runner Italian in a movie.
Yo, but check it. That shootout is the funniest shit ever because
it's the most calculated scene.
Because he's like telling her, all right, I'm going to walk out of here with her, and he's going to tell Bumpy that his daughter is fine. They ain't budging. They shoot a Tommy gun. Shaft gets clipped amidst like the 60 bullets to get riddled his way, and he managed to take down 2 guys. I'm like, how?
First of all, did you notice how that Tommy gun surprisingly had stealth? I'm sorry, not stealth. I'm sorry. That Tommy gun surprisingly had a silencer.
Man.
That thing was not loud.
Also, was that grunt shooting in Fallout 3 VAT system where you miss like 90% of the time and then you hit one?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Jesus
I'm not even going to say Stormtrooper aim because Stormtroopers weren't invented yet. So,
and like, to the movie's credit and stuff, I thought it was interesting with Bumpy's daughter. She literally looked like a little ass girl, like, all right, that's his daughter. Cool.
Yeah, she did.
Most movies now, it's like this chick look like a full grown ass adult. How the fuck did this happen?
It's like how did this woman, this grown ass woman get
Old
kidnapped?
ass Meg the Stallion woman get fucking kidnapped and shit. Like, goddamn, like what the fuck, man?
Like you clearly got kidnapped. You couldn't have ran any other direction.
Could have put that dude in the armbar. Like, goddamn,
Put him in the arm bar, smack him with a purse, something.
that's my purse. Bam.
What's
Oh,
that way?
sha. Um,
Boy.
oh man, but nah, Shaft gets shot. They rush him back to his girl's place and stuff. And I like how his friend uses the fucking switchblade knife to get the bullet out and stuff. Um, and you know, again, it's typical
I
tough
love
man
how the
shit. Like,
black
so no
woman.
hospital. We don't go to hospital. All right, cool.
I love how the black woman tells him just straight up, "No, baby, you need to go to hospital. I don't need to go to no hospital. I need to get." When he did that, here's me. All right, like when I like for real, when I heard when she said that, I just saw Vivica A. Fox. All right, baby. Now you know there ain't no
No
positive black
positive
females.
black females in this movie.
Now you know there ain't no positive black females in this movie. Look, here's the funny thing. Because of that lie, I totally understand black women in the last 20 years in movies.
Like, can we get some
Because of
Asian
that
people,
lie,
please?
because of that lie, I totally understand why they are the way they are now. Come on, nigga. We went through like 30 years of us being the most negative thing. Shit, nigga.
Oh my god,
I
Like
just
you need to
man!
love
go.
that shit.
Like you need to go to the hospital. I ain't going to no hospital. Call the man and get him in here. But you need to go to the hospital. And that is the last time we hear from this woman.
Hey,
Yo,
look, dog. I told you when she showed up and her first line was "Baby, are you okay?" I was like, "Oh, so I already know what you are."
you know the best scene ever that is so tongue in cheek, right?
Mhm.
So it's the next scene where they swap out the chefs and stuff from where the his daughter's at, right?
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. This scene took forever.
Oh, it took
It's like I said, it's the
It
most
took forever.
it was the most calculated scene ever. Like they Breaking Bad in 1971.
the shit that
The problem I had? That's the problem I had with all 70s movies is that they show everything.
but
They don't
here's the
leave
funny
nothing
part.
to edit it. You have to see every step. It took so long.
Here's the funny part about it, right? I laugh how Jerry the janitor looks like a normal ass black ass janitor, and I think that's a real janitor. I don't even think that's an
I
actor.
know he. I think he was. Yeah, I think he was too. I like how he's like, "What about him?" Nah, he cool.
Night janitor. He cool.
He cool. I just like how, and I thought about saying, "Hey D, you was a night janitor. Would you be cool with this situation? Am I getting paid?"
Be real. If it was any one of us in this, think about it like this: when you think about movies where it's like a shootout and stuff, and it's the one black janitor that's like, I ain't getting paid for this. I'm gonna take my black ass out of here. I'm out.
At that point, I'm like, They're like, wouldn't it like isn't that something? Suddenly my shift is over.
I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven. Y'all have fun. Be
I even
blessed.
go
Ah,
to
damn!
go
It's a
to
lunch break.
it's a lunch break.
I'm gonna go to the cafeteria right now.
I'm like, oh damn, it's time for me to clock out.
19, 1970s, not clock out, punch out, because you literally had to do the punch now.
That's right. That's right. You got to punch out.
Eh.
Time and a half wasn't a thing yet.
I'm gonna go home and watch some Soul Train.
I love that Don Cornelius.
Now, if y'all excuse me, I know there's not. Oh God, it's too early. It's too early. If it was at least 1978, I would have said this. Now, if y'all brothers excuse me, there's a new episode of Falcon's Crest on, and I gotta be.
He's like, nah, you know what it is, dude? It's gonna be basically like, yeah, I heard a one David Bowie is about to do fame on the Soul Train. I gotta catch that.
I gotta catch that. But no, like they let him go. I like how my man, who was clearly peeling potatoes with a
With
whole lit cigarette,
That's me. With the uniforms over there.
say he's like, "Where the uniforms at?" Just points right over. Here you go, sir. I ain't seen or heard shit.
Niggas. I love how black people in these conditions perform. I just love how we do shit like that.
I you said these
Because
conditions, and I'm like, he's right. It is these conditions.
it's like this, like niggas, like. Here's the thing: I will never understand the ingenuity of Negro folk when we need to put it together. It will. I mean, you want to talk about something out of nothing. Like Jesus, yeah, there wasn't no way in the world they were supposed to sneak up on the mob that easily.
I mean, with the one bellhop, white bellhop, when he pops up at the elevator. Oh shit, Negroes!
Niggers.
Nigga with the gun. God damn.
Well, that's the end of this suit.
Yo, man, how you like Remo Gaji's cousin, James? Hey, you kid over here. Need a coke and what do you say? I need a
He
coke
said, I need a
and
coffee. Like, I need a coffee and a like, I need two
Coffee.
coffees and a Coke.
Back
two.
when there was actual Coke inside the Coca-Cola.
It's like 2 coffees and a Coke. Is that a glass? Like, is that a glass or like a can for the Coke?
Now, when he said that, like, no, he's like, no,
There's
you
a
want
glass of straw. I'm like, straw. Make it a straw.
When he said like that, he said, "What?" And you said, "What?" Like that, he about to shoot you, bruh. I think I would shut the fuck up and just give him that Coca-Cola.
My favorite part was again, you could tell the director nobody was thinking to say cut because we heard a solid minute of silence, and then dude turns back to him and says, "Straw, right? Straw, yes, a straw. Go ahead now." Also, hold on, because I do not
70s
want us,
movies.
I do not want us to go through this podcast without mentioning.
Oh
this.
yeah, I was gonna give that one actually.
No. The other thing.
Oh, okay.
Another part of the drinking game. Every time a white person says "boy," take a sip.
Man,
Take a sip.
they had
Not a
fun in this
shot.
movie, didn't they? They had fun in this movie. They got to call us boy, nigger, and coon. They had fun in this one.
I'm sorry again. Every time when he said coon, it's that shit from Black Dynamite. Up yours,
Coon.
coon.
No,
Really
what kills
laying
me-
it on there with the coon, right?
nigger.
This is why we could never do these type. This is why these type of movies can never get made now because they'll make it too damn serious. You can't even make it funny anymore.
You can't, man.
Because all sides of Twitter would just erupt.
Like, but look, sometimes it's like, sometimes I like my
How
racism.
dare did that slave master use the term nigger?
It's like, no, but he said it in a very goofy way. It's actually pretty funny. This is why you're the problem. You goddamn right, I'm part of the problem. This is funny.
Here's me. Look, man, y'all could have got y'all feel, and y'all had y'all feel of all these slave movies. Now let us have fun hearing these white people call us nigger and say it in the most and look, hold on, it did say it in the most crackified way.
Cartoony crackified at that. That's what makes it funny. It's like sometimes racism can be funny when you when they do it so just over the top cartoon.
When it's being said in a manner of this way, you cannot take it seriously.
Like good example. There's a reason why black people like looking at Squidbillies because that is the purest example of white folk. Like, wait a minute, money? You mean that green spending money? Black people, we enjoy seeing unintelligent white folk try to boss black people who are clearly more smarter than them around. It is hilarious to us.
Did you love?
Like,
Did you also love how they have the freaking pipe? They had the little they're lighting the newspapers up, right? Oh boy was like, you got any alcohol?
man, this ain't strong enough.
He's like, this ain't strong enough. It's gin. You got anything strong enough? He's like, oh, it's gasoline. This is gasoline right here.
So when he said gasoline, I was surprised that Shaft didn't punch him dead in the shoulder because I would have.
What the fuck you doing with gin here, dude? What the fuck, man?
No, because he's like, gasoline. Here's me, gasoline. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Gasoline. You want pass me gin, nigga?
Trying to get me drunk on the job. What the fuck's wrong with you?
First of all, when you passed him the gasoline bottle, did you like how it was in a Dial dish soap bottle?
Here's me. How can you tell which was which?
That too.
Oh, dude, you know what's fucked up? I had AP science class, right? Our teacher did the most fucked up thing. he put two clear glasses on the desk, right? He was like, which one is water and which one is acid? My ass was just like, you know what? I think
You
the
a
left.
hoe ass nigga for this, man.
My ass was like, I think it's the one on the left. I'll drink that. And he was like, are you sure you want to
you
drink
sure?
that? Like, maybe it's the one on the right.
Really better give it to your old pickle chin ass.
Now, again, cool guy. He was like, no, I wasn't gonna let any of y'all drink this shit, but it was actually the one on the right that's actually acid. But yeah, acid. And that was the first time I knew acid was like clear. I didn't know that shit. Dead ass.
Man,
Like,
see, you had decent teachers like that. I had a teacher do the same thing to me, but my teacher was like this. So which one was the water or the acid? That was the acid. No, that one's the acid. No. Wait a minute. So what was? So was it water? No, it was racism.
It was racism.
like,
Here's a better like you know what? Here's a better question. Here's a better question for you. You're asking which one is water, which one is acid. I got a better question for you. What material are those cups made out of?
well, actually, these were in glasses, but yeah, if I wish.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's the material of that glass?
Yeah, if them shits were in fucking red fucking party cups, that would have blew my mind. Like, goddamn, I need to know what is these party cups made of? Because Jesus Christ.
Because if I learned anything from Breaking Bad, there's only certain shit that acid will not eat through.
And if I learned anything about a microwave, plastic melts for almost everything.
If I learned anything from 9/11, fire doesn't melt.
Fire doesn't melt. I like how all three of us had perfect examples that we learned from.
That had nothing to do. Had nothing to do with the real situation.
I'm sorry, dog.
This whole episode makes no sense.
Dude, I'm sorry, but just like your guys said though, it's just like every other action scene is to the point. But like you said, the fucking plotting to get to the point of them rescuing is just ridiculous and also
ridiculous. It's drawn out.
Dude, it was also Mission Impossible. Like the recent Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise would be on that level of planning. Like,
matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. This is 1971. Imagine if in Scarface, the hit squad that comes to kill Tony was done in Harlem instead of Miami. This is how it would have been done.
Yeah. Who was that guy? Who was that guy that was leading that crew into Tony's place and he shot him with the shotgun? He rolled up and behind him.
Well, it wasn't.
What shotgun Jerry?
Dude with the shades. Dude with the shades.
Yeah, dude with the shades.
That's what we call him. Dude with the shades.
Yeah, we just call him that.
Dude with the shades have been the guy that would have been like that shit. And Eris knows this. And Eris, remember that fucking shit in Chris's campaign in Resident Evil 6 where he's rolling up with his crew trying to plot on everything and shit. That's literally Shaft. That's literally old boy and fucking Scarface. He's plotting everything out, and it's that one dude's like, see, that guy, he's a leader.
He's a leader. He gets it.
We're gonna get this Tony Montana.
Fucking Chris and Piers are the only one that survived.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a man of action. He's a man of action. That's what I like about him.
That one guy that said that he's the first one that gets obliterated by cooked up Tony.
No, seriously. I love how you have my man here guarding the door. Sorry, he was guarding two doors. The other one went for the emergency fire hose.
First off, I love the imagery there because if in my head I was laughing, I was like, see symbolism because white people fired on our asses back in the civil rights movement, so I turn them down.
You know that. You know for a fact my man had the biggest shit-eating grin because he's like, I'm gonna use this on these white people.
How much you want to bet? And we're going to say his name is Benjamin. How much you want to bet Benjamin? To this day, yeah, man. So I was in Shad. I got to spray them little white boys with the hose. How much you want to bet? He told that story to the last day he lived that he got to spray white folk in Shaft. Highlight of my life.
Crowning achievement.
Crowding
You would do it
because
for
here's
doing
the thing, because I told that to everybody. Sometimes mountaintops are smaller for people, man.
be like behind the movie Shaft 1971. See, they had me in this scene where we supposed to go up in this hotel and
See,
rescue this
I ad libbed that whole thing. They ain't tell me to do it. Go to Gorham Parks. We told them to do it.
I was the one that told him we should use a fire hose in order to do it, but Gordon didn't want to go for it, and Gordon cut to Gordon. I actually did want them to do that in the movie.
Actually, Richard Roundtree and Richard said it will be a good contrast to show, a black man and black man doing that to white people. It's a form of catharticism that black people really needed. And I was like, hey, Richard, that's a good question. Did you hear about the extra that told you to do that? Extra told me what?
See, I'm
And you
actually
know,
a
and you
hero.
know he said it so 70. You know he said it straight up in 70s. See, cats weren't looking at it the way I was, dude. I was telling them, see, a whole bunch of black, there's a whole lot of black power in here. There's a whole lot of black power in this movie, you dig? And what we really need right here is for a brother like me, like, yo, Leroy, if you don't stop telling that fake ass story.
I
Like,
know. I meant to mention this earlier in the movie though. Fucking when Bumpy's fucking cronies coming there, you notice he did the old man two finger shit to Shaft. Like,
yeah, he did.
see,
He says, like, I need you to understand.
stand young
This
blood.
is this is a lot of money. And if I don't get my daughter back, I'm not gonna like it. Not at all. Not one bit.
Get. Um, sorry, that is the funniest old black man shit ever. Get out of my face. Get. Let me tell you something.
I can see my man like after the I can see my man after spraying him down with the water hose. They were like, all right, cut. He walks up to the white dude. Hey, look, it's a drag. I had to spray you with that water, man. But I just got this out the cleaner, son.
No, but you know, just saying.
But, no, but my man with the Tommy gun coming back and how, again, how do you have a Tommy gun with a freaking silencer? That thing is not loud.
What eras they stopped making those type of guns right after the Korean War? So
Oh, clearly, you know, it's just what it is. You know, yo, check it though. I like how Shaft, after he rescues Bumpy's daughter, right, gets on the phone, tells Vic like, "All right, guy, I rescued his daughter, but yeah, so the Uptown crew and the Italian mob, they're gonna be beefing for a while, so you're gonna probably have to deal with that." And I like how
Okay, your case is blown wide open.
Vic was like, "So, Shaft, you're gonna fix it for me?" And Shaft was like, "No, bitch, you got this."
Now he goes, you better close it yourself, shitty. Ah, extra 80 yard, extra loud laugh.
Oh man, we like to thank Better Atlantic for this whole movie. There was a lot of phone calls in this movie. We'd like to thank Bell Atlantic and all of the New York regional phone companies.
By the way, did you guys like how there were two cab drivers on standby?
On standby.
I mean,
You had the two cab cars on standby. They shot up everybody. By the way, the scene where you see Shaft throw the freaking, what is it, like when he threw the flaming bottle or whatever through the window and he came crashing through the window. Did you like how Martin literally ripped that scene from his episode of Martin?
Actually, you know what? That's the problem I had, Eris. Because one of the that's supposed to be the cum shot of the movie. That's a fucking shot. But Eris, if you look at it, they don't even show him going through the window. It's like you hear the initial crash, they cut to it, and you just see him shooting, but you don't even get a front shot of him shooting. You
No,
get it from like
you see the front shot. You see the front shot of him coming through the window, like literally after the fact.
yeah, but it's like, but even with that shot, it's like that's the best one.
you know what's
And
crazy?
it was in slow motion too.
It was like it looked worse than it should have. You know what I mean? It looked way worse than it should have, in my opinion.
You know what's crazy about this film? I think everybody knows it won Academy Award for best original song for a picture, right? What has me rolling is that this movie was the music was up for Golden Globes, but they had a category that since 1982 they took it off. Most promising newcomer. Richard Roundtree was nominated, right?
Really?
Yes, that was a
Hmm.
category in the Golden Globes. It was gone after our boy Ben Kingsley won it in Gandhi.
Wow. Yeah, that was his really big. That was arguably everybody still to this day says it's like one of his best performances.
That was the
Period.
last time they had that category, and they took it off, and I was like, "Wow,
Wow, I didn't know that was even a thing.
I didn't know it either."
Promising newcomer. That wow. Who else was just out of? Do you
So,
have like the list of the people that was else on that same list?
so Kevin McCarthy has won it. Uh,
Wow.
Paul Newman,
Okay.
James Garner,
Huh. Okay.
George Hamilton,
Hmm.
trying to think, Warren Beatty,
All right.
Terrence Stamp,
I'm sorry. When in 1939?
1962 for Splendor in the Grass,
Wow. Okay.
Terrence Stamp,
Mm-hmm.
Peter
Terrence
O'Toole,
Stamp.
Peter O'Toole for Lawrence of Arabia, which that's expected.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he
Bullshit.
did.
He did something before that. That's what I'm saying. Really? That was the
Lawrence of
one they.
Arabia, but it is kind of like Lawrence of Arabia. All right, I guess
That I'm thinking like
this
I'm
is
not really,
1963 too, so it's
but
like
still I'm not super familiar with O'Toole's filmography. But that
yeah.
couldn't have been his first big one.
Robert
Pro-
Redford,
That's another one. Okay, okay, cool.
Dustin Hoffman for The Graduate. That makes sense.
Wow, that makes
That
sense.
definitely makes sense.
John Voight for Midnight Cowboy. That makes
That
perfect.
makes perfect
Hmm.
sense.
Oh, this one is obvious. James Earl Jones for Great White Hope.
Wow.
Well,
Again, note the word newcomer. James Earl Jones was working in Hollywood and in theater for 2 decades before that, but that's cool.
Desi
Still,
Arnaz for Red Sky at the Morning, 1972.
really,
Mm-hmm. Our boy Arnold Schwarzenegger. Stay
I knew
hungry.
Schwarzenegger was in there.
for what?
Stay hungry.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He won it.
That is
And
that's
what year was that, Chris? 70?
1977.
77. Okay.
77.
Y'all
Wow.
boy, Brad Dorff in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh,
What?
absolutely. It was because of that movie.
What?
If I remember correctly, it was because of that movie he got Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
And it is because of that movie. That's where it's kind of funny. That would set the stage for the rest of his career because if you see the way he was in that movie, he was just playing he was that was pure character actor bait. And he's been doing that type of shit for the rest of his
And then,
This is an impressive ass list.
then Ricky Schroeder. This one that hits the 80s.
There we go. There we go. Ricky Schroeder. He didn't do that much.
And then Timothy Hutton, Ordinary People. I remember that.
Really?
And then it hits Ben Kingsley in 83, and then that's it. That's it for the category. I was like,
That
wow.
is an interesting category because all those people you named were heavy hitters. These weren't small people.
Oh,
You said
what's nigga know for Stay
Nigga.
Hungry? That's just nothing I
Nigga.
figured. It's like, huh?
nigga, the four people I can bring up. You said Hoffman, Redford, Newman, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those four people alone show you there was trajectory with that damn prize.
Jones too.
James Earl Jones was there. God damn, yes. You said Robert Redford and Paul Newman, nigga. What? The fact that then John Voight and Midnight Cowboy. The second you said that, me and Eris, yep.
Oh yeah, well, that's something like I was like, yep, that makes sense.
That makes perfect
Hey,
sense.
actually, Chris, you forgot one. My boy, John Saxon
Oh yes, I
John
forgot.
Saxon. Wait a minute, John Saxon won it?
for This Happy Feeling in '58.
Wow. In 58. Noted in 58. And notice that Saxon really didn't get roles like that until about the 70s. That's when he really started to get on in around the 70s. Wow.
I'm laughing. I gotta wonder if Ron O'Neal and Richard Roundtree fought in behind the scenes and stuff because Ron O'Neal auditioned for John Shaft and they turned him down because light skin shit.
Hmm.
And I was like,
But it was kind of
which
funny.
is kind of
though.
funny though. It's like, he was too light skinned. Huh,
But
interesting.
you remember that was one of the reasons why Ron O'Neal got out of Hollywood. It was just like this is too much. He was really done with a lot.
Superfly was like,
It was Because you gotta think about it in a way for Ron, it had to be hard because you had to fight colorism in the '70s, and yeah, there were yellow niggas everywhere, but the end thing for black people was darkness. And remember that became a thing until black people
80s.
figured out. No, remember, no, that was all through the '70s, man. It was just the darker you are, the better it
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Remember, they tried to do that not too long ago, a couple years ago, but black people discovered the word melanin and it made brownness, blackness more beautiful. You
yeah.
know what I mean? We just found another way of doing it. But back then, no, nigga, where's your dark skin? No, we're not going to advertise you out there, nigga. You are too yellow. Black people need to see their own color.
Hey Chris,
and and that sucks.
hey
Yeah.
Chris.
Hmm.
Well, you know what I loved? In '82, no one got that award.
I know there was a couple of years where it's like nobody won. I was like, God damn, it was like just not.
But I do want to point out that the the soundtrack, Isaac Hayes, he at least won. He got a couple awards
Black
for.
to get Academy Award.
Yeah, he got the Academy Award. He also got the Yeah, he got a Golden Globe for Best Original Score because like the whole soundtrack, all of the music for this movie was Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was really the thing that kind of got the awards was the music more so than the performances.
But here's the funny thing about that. We got that all through the '70s. Like with Trouble Man, that was all Marvin Gaye.
Hmm.
With Superfly, that was all Curtis Mayfield. You know what I mean? And with this one, it's all Isaac Hayes. They try to do that with every other black exploitation movie, where they would have like a known artist do the whole soundtrack. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that we don't get that much now. You will get something, yeah. If it's a good example is probably Grand Theft Auto 7. The Alchemist did pretty much every track, but it ain't his soundtrack. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It's sort of like that. So it's just a shame that we don't get a lot of those things where these contemporary artists, not talking about like somebody like Hans Zimmer or some shit. They got a whole fucking orchestra. You know what I mean? But even then, but that being said, Isaac Hayes could have did it. Isaac Hayes put a couple songs out there with violins, nigga. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but it's a good soundtrack, nigga. The
that's
second
part.
I heard, the second I heard this for me was the if you feel like you want to dance,
Hmm.
go ahead and dance right on. Bro, the second Chris Harris, you knew it was on. You heard that little guitar come in? Oh man. Isaac Hayes a bad motherfucker.
That's what I love. I love Isaac
Isaac
Hayes.
Hayes was a bad motherfucker. I mean that, man. Really good, brilliant music, man.
I mean, the fact that the movie is actually part of the National Film Registry, that's like amazing.
Now that being said, just real talk. Superfly blows this whole thing out the fucking water.
You think so?
Yo,
Do you think so?
Curtis Mayfield put his whole foot and some of his dick into that damn soundtrack because it's look, no knock on Isaac Hayes, but no. Superfly kills this soundtrack.
I'm your
You also
baby.
got to remember with Superfly that came later, so
Hmm.
the sound of funk and disco was
Hmm.
evolving. This is
True.
1971.
Yep.
True. Funk was just coming in,
Isaac
just
Hayes,
introduced. You know what I mean?
like my nigga, Isaac Hayes put all of Hot Buttered Soul into this soundtrack.
D, look like D. Could you taste his chainmail?
The
could you taste?
chainmail.
Could you taste the chainmail, son?
If that nigga wanted to, he would have threw his rendition of "Walk On By" in there.
I think Walk On By came out like 2 years after this movie, though,
Actually,
man.
no, it
Or
didn't.
was it the same year?
Nope, "Walk On By" actually came out in '68.
Mhm.
Ooh, wow. Are you sure it ain't one of you're not talking about a Dionne Warwick song? You're talking about Isaac Hayes junk, right?
Isaac Hayes "Walk On By," he definitely put it out in the '60s.
Wow, I didn't
Like
know that.
it was
I'm
late
sorry.
'60s.
I thought it was like early '70s, man. Wow, got me on that one.
Yeah. But it is kind of crazy, like to see the legacy of Shaft. Like I said, we talked about Shaft 2000 and stuff, but just the fact that it got sequels like Shaft Big Score, Shaft,
'69. My bad.
yeah, Shaft in Africa, the Shaft reboot with Sam Jackson, and then Son of Shaft. That's what I'm gonna call this, Son of Shaft.
Son
Um,
of Shaft. You might as well call it Son of
Son of
Shaft.
Shaft, and it's a continuation more or less and stuff. But it's just kind of funny that even Richard Roundtree in both of those movies, it's just fun seeing him in those movies.
Yeah.
I will say, like between the two, God, there was two immediate sequels, one after another,
Big score in Africa.
like Big Score and Shaft in Africa, and of course, both of these movies like didn't even have not even an ounce of the soul of the first one.
Nah. The
Cashing in.
the big score wasn't that bad. Shaft in Africa is boring. Look. Shaft in Africa is not a bad plot, not bad action, but it's boring.
Well,
Yeah,
it's what
actually,
happens when you
no,
go.
no. Here's the dumb part. S- Uh, Shaft's big score was just more so. It was just a sequel, and Shaft in Africa was a semi remake.
But let's be real.
Yeah,
Let's be real
kinda.
too. Shaft in Africa made the mistake that a lot of movies even today do, where they try to go big, and they don't need to go big.
The other thing
I
in that
think
and the one thing that disappointed me about Shaft in Africa, that banging ass song,
mm,
called like the title song, doesn't even appear in the movie.
the one thing and another noticeable in that one is that you can tell that this was black people trying to do the contemporary thing. And at that time, a lot of them, I'm going back home to Africa. We got to go back to Africa. James Brown went to Africa and he was big in Africa. There's some of the Black Panther leaders. They had to get out of America because the government wanted to kill them. They went back home to Africa and ain't like this in Africa. Africa was a big thing during that time in the 70s. So Shaft going to Africa, to me, when you look at it as a whole and what they did in the movie and all that, it's like this was a gimmick ass movie.
It was very gimmicky.
It was just you oversold Africa because most of the movie takes place in France. Hilarious, I know.
I mean, but it was just like, and the thing of it is, I think at that time too, with Shaft in Africa, it was this whole idea of like the company felt, MGM felt like, whoa, we can make Shaft like James Bond, where you can take him anywhere. That was kind of the vibe that.
That had to, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised at that one either, Chris. That's actually a good way of looking at it too. They just wanted to expand the character, and I
Yeah.
get that, man. But sometimes be simple, stupid.
I mean, I remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys heard this. You remember there was supposed to be like a TV series back then too.
There
Yep.
was.
Yep.
I think CBS was supposed to get it, I believe.
Yep. There was supposed to be one. I don't know none of the details
I just
about it though.
remember it was like, I think it might have been either after the second or third movie, but CBS was supposed to get tapped for it, and it just never.
Well, no, I remember. So CBS was supposed to do a series, and it was supposed to be around from 73 to 74.
Ooh,
Richard Roundtree, he was the only one to play Shaft who appeared in all the movies and television series. And I think they were going to try to get him to play the character in the TV series.
That just sounds like reduced pay, like a motherfucker to be.
TV pay wasn't what it is now, where you're raking it in big time and stuff. So
See, and that's what made me think. Like, considering how much money he was paid to do the movies, for him to come in and do the TV show too, I'm with you guys. Either he's going to get hit with reduced pay, or they honestly could not find anybody at that time to play his character in a TV show that they felt would be a safe bet.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, because think about it, you had him play the title character throughout these years.
Yeah, no. That makes perfect sense. And because back then there was no real structure of taking a movie to television, and making it a weekly thing. So, and then on top of that, let's just be honest with you, that's a risk. Back then in the mid 70s, to have a black man run a show by himself like that,
Mhm.
not a blood, not, that's a big thing, man. That's a lot. And here's the funny thing. I say it's risking a lot. That's bullshit. It's not risking nothing at all. But back then, for white people, that was a risk to them. So I can totally understand that they tried to doing it and they kind of chicken out at the end. You know what I mean? I can
Yep.
see that. I can see that. It's like now, no black, no, there ain't gonna be enough black people to watch this. Now, Good Times. That's a show.
I
Could you
mean,
imagine? Could you imagine John Amos as Shaft?
Man, if you don't get your ass down here, it'd be Sam Jackson. It'll be Sam Jackson. It'd
It
just be a
would be, wouldn't
different
it?
vibe. Just be a different vibe. John Amos being John Chef would be fucking awesome, but no, no.
Like, man, get out of here before I bust that camera.
no.
I know what y'all cracking. You better tell that white bitch to come down.
I mean, and the thing with like,
Nah, I can see that. John Amos like, so John, you're gonna have to be with a white woman. No, I'm not gonna be with a white woman on stage, on camera. And then he's like this, hey John Amos, come over to Italy and kiss this white woman. Now I will do that.
It's like, I will do that.
John Amos
Look.
look, John Amos and Fred Williamson said, Italy giving me all this money just to be the big black dude. So see you.
Like, I mean, look, we can heavily imply it. Would you be all right with that?
side note, did you guys get a kick out of the fact that Ernest Tidyman that wrote this movie, he actually, because we always get novels from movies and stuff, right? This dude wrote 6.
Yeah, it was 6 books.
I'm like, holy shit! I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew about the
John Shaft
books.
extended universe.
Like, I knew about the books. I knew about I definitely knew about the sequel books.
Can you imagine? I'm shocked nobody from Hollywood was like, "Hey, we should really make a movie off those books."
Nah, you see, that's the thing about it. Good example, actually. You know who else said that about a series that's benefiting off of books right now? Remember when Kevin Smith was like, I can't believe all this fucking Star Wars shit, all these books. You're not looking at one fucking thing, man. Come on, look at all this shit. And he's actually right there kind of doing that. I think Mandalorian is a good example of that.
They
But
looked
still,
at extended universe and it's like, okay, we'll use
yeah,
this and
we
use
use
it.
this, we use this, we use that, and we use this. That wasn't canon. The fans hate it. Yeah, they're gonna like it now.
They'll suck our dicks for this, won't they?
Like,
yo.
okay,
The
like,
Mandalorian theme.
look, it can't get no worse. Look, real talk. It can't get no worse than the new trilogy.
Look, here's the other one. Here's what look. We made Ewoks. These fuckers still want us to put out tapes of that shit.
You know what? Just to bookend this, let me tell you something about the Ewok movie. It astonishes me to this day as a kid, right? Because you're hard up for Star Wars content, right? Return of the Jedi is done. You want more Star Wars. And George Lucas is like, just make some Ewoks movies. And you watch it. And
Why you had to give him that voice?
So
Give him a
it's just
Kermit.
it wows out to me. It wows out to me that as Star Wars fans, we were so hard up for content that we ate up them Ewok movies. Like, when does it take place? Oh, it takes place after Return of the Jedi. Oh man, cool. Why is there a witch?
Here's the thing. There's a
You want to know why George? You want to know why George Lucas went for that route, Chris?
Why would he do that?
Because Disney backed up an entire truckload.
Oh,
of money.
Disney didn't do that back
No.
then.
Let me finish.
Okay, fair.
Return of the Jedi came out what 84.
Oh, A3.
83. Either way, perfect. It came out at that time when there was nothing else left to do. Disney decided in their infinite wisdom to back up an entire ass load of money and said, we want you, Francis Ford Coppola, and Michael Jackson to make an attraction for us. He was busy blowing the shit out of the budget for Captain EO to work on anything else Star Wars related, i.e. to give a shit about anything else Star Wars related.
True. But yeah, that just always wowed me. And I'm just looking at like Hollywood. So like, you're gonna do the movie called Goodbye, Mr. Shaft and Shaft's Carnival of Killers. Can we get a movie?
See, Shaft's Carnival's a Killer sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
It really does.
Nah, Shaft's Carnival of Killers sound like the worst Die Hard that can possibly be.
No,
John Shaft is stuck in Harlem, and there's 15 people that want to kill him. How is he going to get out?
no, dude, you got that wrong. It's the best worst Die Hard.
The best, worst Die Hard.
You know what?
Oh, so you mean Die Hard? So you mean Die Hard with a vengeance?
Oh no. So the worst Die Hard is Die
It's-
Hard in Russia. That's the worst Die Hard.
No, he said the worst best, the worst of the
Okay.
best. So yeah, Die Hard 3.
No.
Well, then again, you know what? I don't know,
Is it Die Hard?
man. Two
No.
is not. Two ain't that beloved.
But Naked Cottas though,
The naked
Cottas.
goddess is what really
put it over.
is the
It definitely puts
deal
it-
breaker.
And also the acting stylings of Art Evans.
I'm with you.
Just
I'm
saying.
with
You know, him describing John McClane, the airport layout, in his Art Evans way.
I'm
Nah,
I'm
nah.
not disagreeing with it at all.
Nah, fuck all that. Let's talk about John Amos getting drop kicked into a motherfucking jet engine. That's what we need to talk about.
Which is
So, John, did you do your own stunts on that thing?
Man, I don't know. What the fuck?
which is why Die Hard 2 is still better than 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
got
come
me
on.
that one.
I mean, come on. Even Bruce Willis himself admitted he hated 3.
I don't take
I gotta
a
be
guy,
honest.
I
With you.
don't
I
take,
don't
a, guy
take
that,
nothing.
a guy that doesn't believe in wearing masks. I don't trust his.
I am
No,
with
no,
you.
no, no,
I'm
no,
with
no.
you.
You look,
Hold
look,
on,
no. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I am not saying that I believe and follow everything this motherfucker is saying to the beat of his own goddamn drum.
I'm sorry.
not saying
I'm sorry.
that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he himself said that he hated 3.
Okay.
Hey, Harris, is true. It's true. I'm with you on that one. But then again, a white man who does blues music and thinks he sounds better than black people can go fuck himself.
Bruno the Kid, guys.
Bruno the Kid.
Bruno the Kid.
Bruno.
Bruno the Kid. No, actually, real talk. If you ever hear Bruce Willis's band, it is such a old white man trying to bring Springsteen type of music.
Oh, you mean like Jeremy? You mean like Jeremy Renner right now with his fucking band?
Oh man, just imagine if Jeremy Renner had a motherfucking harmonica. That's all
Gee,
Bruce Willis was.
Guys, I swear to fucking God, Jeremy Renner is one harmonica away from being the goddamn Bruno era Bruce Willis. I
Oh,
swear
he
to God.
is. He is getting close. He is eerily. He is Gregory Hansen on that line, just tapping.
You're almost there. That's why I was
See,
like,
it's one thing. It's one thing for Bumbleclot Hanks to be saying that Jamaican
it's
shit.
Shabba Hanks, sir. You don't
Shabba
say
Hanks is Shabba Hanks. That's what he called it.
Shabba Hanks now, sir.
Somebody called him. Somebody called him. What he called him, Caucasian man or something like. I forgot what it was. Not Paul. Not Paul. Not Paul. Not Sean Paul. Not Paul.
Yo, here's the fucked up part. Tom Hanks is just sitting there where like he'll grow out of it in his own Tom Hanks way and shit.
Or Tom Hanks is like this. Well, son, do you have to do that?
He had to do it in Tom Hanks way where he has his hand on his hip.
You know, it's Tom Hanks making that weird smurf. Well, son, do you have to do the voice, son?
All while wearing that cowboy hat like Woody.
Oh my god, yeah.
It used to be a movie.
Anyway,
Anyway,
next month.
I need Jesse T. Usher to do Shaft's Carnival Killers. There you go.
Oh my gosh, shut up, Barry. Shut up, Chris. Anyway. No, we need Coogler. We need Coogler to do it. Make Shaft.
Coogler to make a Shaft movie, and yes, it has to be on one of the books.
Actually, if I really want to get Black Twitter getting their butts, it's already enough. They kind of sort of don't like Michael B. Jordan, but they kind of like him when he took his shirt off in Black Panther.
No, Michael B. Jordan is on the same level of Trey Songz. We can't stand you. Oh my God, look how rip he is, though.
If you really want to make it a civil war, Jesse T. Usher has fans, but you got to make it to where Jesse T. Usher has to fight Michael B. Jordan. All of us are gonna be like, now you know, Jesse, you're gonna get your ass mollywopped right now. Right?
No, real talk. I'm gonna back up Jesse. Hey, Jesse, I know for a fact you can take that nigga. The problem is the world don't know that.
Hey, look,
I believe you.
Hey, D,
I will
hey,
support
D,
you,
D,
black man.
no, D,
I support you.
Hey, Dwayne, see, this would be me, right? I'd be just like Charlie Murphy. Like, I look at Jesse Usher, I look at Michael B. Jordan, I'm going to lean over to Jesse and be like, hey, yo, stomp this nigga out.
Both of us just instigate like Jesse. Michael B. Jordan said, "You ain't shit. You might want to go ahead and tighten them up right now." Just
Hey
saying.
man, go to Apollo Creed, son, and say you the worst cyborg ever. Fight that nigga.
No, I need you to go to him and say you were the worst Johnny Storm ever.
No, go over that nigga and tell him, Go over that nigga and tell him like shit. He need to go over that nigga and tell him that you gonna get some white cops on his ass like they did.
Boss up fucking producer. Sorry, Jesse T. Usher and Michael B. Jordan fought on the set of Shaft, Carnival of Killers.
So Carnival Killers, both men were sent home and neither will be playing the role of Shaft. The role of Shaft will go to somebody that is well deserving of for it, and I think we all agree that this person deserves it. Well, but this person deserves it. So I'm here to announce to everybody, Scarlett Johansson will be John Shaft. Scarlett, get out here. Wow. Always wanted to be a non-binary, non-black Shaft, and
No, D, here's the best. No, hey, D,
Featuring
hey, D,
Shaft's,
wait,
featuring Shaft's partner, played by Daniel Kaluuya.
hey, D. So what? Hey, D, check it out. Check it out.
Why?
D, wait. Hey, Wayne. Yo, tell me right there when you announced Scarlett Johansson, how come Scarlett Johansson's titties like grew 2 cups bigger after that announcement?
No, why does that happen? And yet, look, no, because it's Scarlett Johansson. She shows up bald headed in blackface.
Like fucking, it's always
Wow.
always sunny when the old boy played fucking Danny Glover.
You lost me though when you said non-binary. I'm fucking done.
So anyway, next month. So next.
By the way, I'm sorry. By the way, R.I.P. to Mr. Potato Head. He is now non-binary.
First off, fuck you. He is Mr. Potato Head.
What?
I'm gonna call him Mr. Potato
Yeah,
Head. I'm calling him Mr. Potato Head.
I'm sorry. And D hates to be blunt. Last I checked, Jerry Stiller had a penis. So
Exactly.
But I'm dead serious.
a working
I know-
penis that
well, I
loves
know what you- I know
vagina.
what you- I know
I
what
hate
you're
to
talking
be
about.
that person.
I know what you're talking about. I saw the story, and all of us were just kind of collective, like, so.
Like,
we
yo,
ever get
this is
rid of-
what happens. See.
Is
I'm
racism-
sorry.
Is
I
it-
know there.
not.
Look. I know that we're going to get shit for this. This is what happens when white people don't have slavery. They just want to pick things and say, let that be our thing for a while.
You know what? Trump
This is
is
what
out.
happens when you ain't got no identity,
No,
culture,
no.
and you done burnt down every village. Now it's like shit. We need to split more hairs.
You right now. This is what happens when Trump is gone. They don't have nobody to fucking shoot.
Mhm.
They need something, so Potato Head out. They need
Hey,
something in the news.
Chris, I know exactly what it is too. Trump leaving office is SOP going offline.
Dude, look, before we go, everybody sat there and said that shit. As soon as Trump left, there were going to be some people that are going to be stuck like, oh God, what are we going to do for New Year's?
They're going through SOP withdrawals.
White man, all these white folks that actually had something to fight for in the first time of their life, they ain't got nothing to fight for. Let's make sure. All right, guys. Looks like Trump is gone. We don't have no real big enemy. Looks like we're gonna have to make. Looks like we have 2 choices. Either A, we're gonna have to kill the black people again, or B, we're just gonna have to make some shit up. Now, gentlemen. I understand. Let's go for A and B. I say that, and that's what we should do. But let's just be honest. We killed too many niggers, so we gotta have.
Change Aunt Jemima to the Steel Company syrup.
Still coming.
All right. Let's go ahead and change this Potato Man to be non-binary now.
Hey, I have a question. Can we change the color of the Jumpman logo? Does it have to be black? Like, that just sounds like that's just very, very, very aggressive.
Cut the Jordan. Fuck them kids. It's staying.
No, cut the Jordan. Here's cutting Jordan. Am I getting paid for this shit?
Wait. No,
Yeah, right on that one.
hold on. Wait. D, I'm sorry. The moment you asked that question, no, he didn't ask the question, am I getting paid? You cut back to him post-interview. I heard I wasn't getting paid, and I took that very personally.
No, just cut back to Jordan. First off, I was in the room. Second of all, I just donated all this money to this hospital for all these starving black kids. There's millions of black people that can eat tomorrow. So what did the black people say about you? Fuck that nigga. That's what they say about me. I don't know. Look. I ain't asked y'all to shoot each other over my damn shoes, y'all. Look, come on.
All we want is
Just trying to
racism.
be a businessman.
All we want is racism to be over. But no, Mr. Potato Head gotta be non-binary. Fuck you,
Nah,
dog.
nah, that's what I'm saying. Look, man. I remember when all the black people gotten all mad Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle was like, "How did black people lose to gay people in the oppression Olympics?" And all those black people was like, "You can't say that, Dave." And Dave was like, "Nigga."
Got bigger fish to fry, man. God damn.
Like if y'all don't anyway. All right, so look.
So
Ladies and
this
gentlemen, I got to say, guys,
right?
Chris Ayers, I have to say this. This was a very funny episode. This is a very funny episode. All right, anyway, we got to wrap this up. So, next month, everybody, we do our yearly thing where where me, Chris Ayers, we realize, all did masturbate to anime. We got to do anime month.
No.
It's that
So
time
this
again.
month. By that time again. So this month we're gonna do our usual. We go back to Dragon Ball. We're gonna do the Red Ribbon Army Saga, which I know that Chris loves, absolutely loves.
I get to
So
see
that's
my
what
man, First Lieutenant Blackity Black with the red lips. I get to see
I
him.
get to see. And I get to see Ader for like 4.5 seconds.
And I get to see Bulma be a thought.
Down
Oh my
syndrome.
god. Oh my God, you are not lying. Anyway, but yeah, we're going to that. We finally get to knock off two birds with one stone with this review, which is A, we finally get to talk about Lupin the Third, and B, we finally get to talk about Hayao Miyazaki. We're doing the Castle of Cagliostro. If you've never heard of the Castle of Cagliostro, I mean it. The week of us doing it, I'm putting up pictures, everything. You motherfuckers need to see this movie. It is incredible. If you've never seen it, you're not an anime fan today. I don't gatekeep like that, but I will for this movie. You cannot say you love Lupin and look at that movie and say that is not in your top three of all time anime movies. It's gorgeous, but we'll
You
go
also
into it.
you also cannot tell me that that movie does not belong in the list of Studio Ghibli.
It deserves it, and I get
It
it.
deserves a place.
And me and Eris talked about it. I get it. I get it. Because if I was a nigga that ran Monkey Punch, no, no, it isn't yours, nigga. You
And then
just drew the lines, bitch. It's
the
my
month,
shit.
is this the month that we're also doing Gundam Thunderbolt?
Oh my God, Chris. Look at you already. Look, hey, Christopher, I'll tell you to come.
Saying any
Stay
Gundam,
patient. But
saying
yes, we get to do Gundam Thunderbolt, which is always fun because we finally get to talk about Gundam again. Also, just real talk. I know Prime and Chris are just going to just run off.
I just want to tell people this if they've never seen Thunderbolt. You ever seen the fear of a Xeon soldier's face when he hears jazz music and a Gundam
What?
out of him? That is what Gundam Thunderbolt is. The pilot of the Gundam is a guy that loves jazz music, and he plays jazz music, and the Xeon soldiers hear said jazz music, and they're like, "Oh fuck."
Man, if that was me, it'd be DMX and trap music and white folk. They would just be scared as shit.
Do you know how you just said that Prime and Chris are just gonna run with it?
Hmm.
Here's me and you trying to catch up. I turn and look back. Bam! A giant shell casing hits me in the back of the head. I'm dead, nigga.
Hey, you know what, Eris?
I can't keep.
Eris, Eris, you cannot keep mentioning hilarious Gundam things to me like that.
Supposed to be the most tragic death, and yet
That was that was the most Gundam way of dying.
Speaking. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know we were supposed to close out on this, and damn it, I'm mad I glossed over it. But thanks to freaking Gundams and shell casing, that reminded me of of that super elaborate ass setup to get Bumpy's daughter from like a shaft. Nigga, we got two gun butts.
yes, we
The
did.
first one had a music sting to it because it's like dome, and you heard pip.
First of all, I applaud. I applaud the use of the gun butt, considering how tiny that damn handgun was. And then,
No bullshit.
and then number two, the second one, my man is sleeping, enjoying life off in dreamland, not thinking about a damn thing. Pip, he gets taken out. I'm like, yo, I love the gun butts. These were really good. Like
Yeah.
These healthy and flushing gum butts, you know. But anyway,
very satisfying.
But anyway, and finally, that month, we're going to go back to a movie that we need to desperately redo and really give praise to and really talk about how awesome it is. And that is fucking Ninja Scroll. Maybe the anime that actually helped anime cross over into the big time in America. I know a lot of people say we can say Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Ronin Warriors, Akira, Voltron. Yeah, sure. But really, it might have been Ninja Scroll.
Yep.
It might have been Ninja Scroll to bust the cherry and make it work for America. I don't have proof, but it might have been.
We'll see. But
But
anyway,
anyway, yeah,
that
next month, anime month, and I can't wait, bro.
so we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace out. Chill out.
Man.
Smooch.